Shouts to Mac Dot, Brighton Town. This is how we do this. Yeah, let's go in. Yo, see me, I'm walking. Why? Cause I don't run, fam. Make a film about me, fan a proper fucking stunt, man. I'm Captain Wiz and I'm actually shoving dirt in the dust, and I'm blowing it back in faces of wastemen who try and brush, man. I get a wheel in the club on the microphone. They didn't know I handle bars. It's a minor though. They offer me some gear, but I'm overtired. All this talking make a bread, I wanna cycle home. Yo, I flabbergasted that bread and my stamina can be coming in handy. Doing the script, I'm doing the what, I'm telling the story, doing a plan B. How the fuck on earth did we become so angry? A couple years ago, man was just reading a dandy. So how'd I go from reading a Beano to beating up emos? Swimming in speedos to swinging in chinos, mimicking heroes to zeros. From Zorro to Tarantino, we're living like weirdos. Guess the level of violence increases as the fear grows, but just can't spit on beats and spit an acapella. Don't think I won't rap a fella. Smack that nigga, make an Aki swell up, leaving black and yellow. I ain't talking Wiz Khalifa, this Wiz Kid of the beat, are you a rancid dweller? Got the dank piff in my cellar, I'm the dank piff seller. Thing is smelling way too much, so wrap that in some cellar. Celebrate, calm down, one tell a mate about this massive fella. On the beat and on the shoot, there ain't no Aki better, Fassy's fed up. Yo, in my raps, there's unlimited lyrics and syllables. Hitting my pinnacle isn't a miracle, it's kinda literal. Feeling a feeling that's minimal, physical feeling is more of a spiritual. Hitting a visual, audible justification and lyrically winning, that's why I be spitting again and again and again. Gripping the tip of the pen, hitting the spit of the limb. They lyrically stepping to me, nah, I be lyrically stepping to them. Yeah, they're leveling up, but I'm leveling better than them. Tell it to listen, and we be stressing and never adjusting and never ever again. Never ever again. Watch me, clock me, knock me, but don't stop me. I got flops that watched and got knocked me properly. I got props from locks and chops, it's often got me. Gassed as a motherfucker, lost and cocky. Watch ye, you can't tell me that I don't win. Go on the beat, I'm like a granddad, I go in. Unique, brother, yeah, I got my own thing. Unique, you're not unique with gold rings. I'm a young brother with a lot of heart. Been at it from the start, I can tell you're gonna chart. But how you gonna older man when older man ain't half the smart? Trying to control a man like Zola can in Upton Park. I'm holding more knowledge than a folder can. I'm focusing, you know I love my heart. Ain't no more holding grounds for ocean, man. Notice that I know my plan. T-Dot told me rope a dope's a joke. You need to go for man. So ocean goes for man. I owe you fam, owe you that. Came in the game with an old new act, invading the brain with an old new rap. Blatantly stating that your old crew's whack. I had to do that, had to man up. If you ain't got a boost to copy, then bad luck. You ain't got a boost to copy, you fat fuck. You ain't got a boost to copy, I'm that much. I got exquisite ability, mimicking vivid imagery. Lyrically stinging the kid to be killing the similes with nitty. Wanna be chilling with Fiddy and Diddy and Kiddy the kiddie that's into Biggie. Running a ciggy with Dizzy and Wizzy. Sucking a chitty like giggity. My ability can't make me flow. Bugsy, biggity, bobbity. Gotta be properly honest as property. Copping the hottest the property, not a monopoly. Actual life in autonomy. Stopping and flopping is comedy, honesty, quality. Optical oddities, not in the odyssey. Can I master even more? No wallaby. Ain't feeling the court, ontology. People, we need to abort this policy. Probably cause discovery, making me feel like I'm warring constantly. Applauding for me. Follow me, but I ain't even trying to be that type of guy. Ain't trying to be that type of brain, trying to lead that type of life, you know. Like I ain't even trying to meet myself a wife, ain't trying to meet myself no game. I'm trying to keep myself alright, you know. I feel the sudden rush of heat when I'm on stage. I don't compete with none you pagans, cause it's peak to fuck with waste men. My flow is sweet, I know the streets they love to taste it, but I'm feeling Undertaker-ish, putting niggas in graves and shit. So us truth is, us man are running shit. But the truth is, these other man are running quick. But if the shoe fits, wear it, and it fits me. See, I'm running oh so quickly, so stick me at the top of the roster with big B. Big B's, got me feeling like tricks in the sandwich, I stick to the rap. No giving it back, flipping a packet of six, flipping a cig down the mid, sprinkling cig on my wrist, sprinkling piff on the cig on my wrist, sprinkling cig on the piff on the cig on the wrist, twist it and get it lit, nigga, what? Three brothers in that one whip, see them two brothers they don't fuck with. You got one brother with you on stuff, you got one brother who ain't on shit. So you hop out with that on job brother, one pokey, one long stick. But that same brother who don't get involved with that same brother.
It's about 11 o'clock, peaks about federal watch, scoring a jacket at 10 in a sock, couple of kiddies.
Hello, sorry. Yeah, it's
Hello
the,
everyone, I'll be with you in 1 minute or
quality.
1 minute. Uno minento.
Sure, SM7B.
Hi, it's How are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm watching the
Honestly,
Spurs
it's
Liverpool
nice
watch
to be
along.
back. Nice to be back.
The
I've got
kickoff.
loads of stuff to say. I'll be with you in 2 minutes.
It's good. Nah, I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. I enjoy watching this and just listening to the conversation because it's basically just a podcast. They sit there and talk about football and shit in general.
might do with me. Talking about the barking, but the hardly with the teeth. With me, gardening, hey, look him in the face. Who you tryna be? I ain't tryna copy, man, I might do with me. Talking about the barking, but the hardly with the teeth. Who me, gardening, hey, look, really I'm a master of the wave, just a master of my craft, not a jack of every trade. Little carcass in the car, something earlier I've made. See, I drop a little bar and even burn it from the spray. Really, when the ratios are right, I'm on a roll. So they pre the way I walk and then they copy with a stroll. Little did they know that I just manifest the
Hello. How are we doing? It is a mess. Ignore the mess and ignore the camera and ignore everything else. Okay, it is just going to be pretty scuffed today. Pretty scuffed indeed. How are we all doing? I am knackered. I've just finished work. It's 11:15. I got back at about 11. Just finished work and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go live and just play some Farming Sim. And I've got a new control panel, so I've got a camera set up for that. What I'm going to do is just quickly go to this and disable the chat box on this screen. There we go. We've got a camera for the control panel. Will McEwen, bloody hell, it's been a while. Will McEwen, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Honestly, I am absolutely knackered. I've been working 6 days a week full time, and because when I'm streaming, it's sort of 9 o'clock UK time, and I don't finish work until much later. And on my day off, I am knackered, and I go, and that's like my weekend. It's my weekend is my day off. It doesn't matter when it is; it's still my weekend. But tonight, it's late night. I'm gonna sit here. We're gonna have a chat. We're gonna chill. We're gonna go and play some Farming Sim, and yeah, hopefully it goes well. I don't even have my Stream Deck out. Let me just pull my Stream Deck out. This is dusty. I haven't used it in so long. This is dusty. Let's see if it still works. It does still work. Okay, good. That's all right. So I can get off of this then and go back to this. Close that, and I can actually. Hang on. How are we doing, Will? How are we doing it, Sam? It's good. It's good to see you. Good to see you all. I'm absolutely knackered. Thank you for the 5 bits from Itzem. Thank you very much. No worries. Please don't do anything else. I have not been consistent or good enough for that. I am absolutely useless at the moment. Hang on. I even went live, right? I went live with the wrong titles. I titled it. I did it on my... Basically... thank you, it's... Basically, when you title on your Twitch stream dashboard, you title it there and it all goes, yeah, that's fine. And then Streamlabs is like, no. Streamlabs changes its mind, which is brilliant. That's just what you want when setting stuff up. I think the now playing thing is working. We'll find out in 15 seconds whether now playing is working. I'm going to crack open the beer. We've got San Miguel first, and then we got 2 bottles of Moretti. These are nice, big, chunky boys. 1.5 pints each in each bottle. I got 3 of them. We're going to enjoy ourselves. Hopefully the camera stays on for the Farming Sim control panel, which is this bad boy. Should we see if we can go to it? Can we go to it? Oh, no, it doesn't like that. It didn't like that at all. Did it come up with the song? It should come up here somewhere, I think. And ignore that. The sponsor banner, ignore that. Just everything. Let's get Farming Sim open. That's helpful considering I just closed Steam by accident. We'll quickly get Steam going and then we'll go back. Wait, hang on. Hey, the air horns return. The air horns make a return. Right, close library. Farming Sim. There we go, right, play. And I shouldn't have gone to this screen while it was loading. There we go. Let me know if this is intrusive down here. Let me know if it's a bit in the way. It looks a bit in the way, but it should be okay. I mean, there's nothing there on the screen from what I remember. If there is, I can move it. Realistically, I can move it. It's fine. We got Ocean Wisdom on. Feeling good. I think Jay Dilla, me and Jay Dilla, James, may go into a VC as well and just chat it out. 28 to start. I don't even know what button 28 is. I'm going to start with this. Right. So, in Farming Simulator, there we go. I have been working on a lawn mowing farm. Oh, why is the gameplay so choppy over? Hang on, that can't be happening. That can't be happening. Rats without the vet pack. Western. You took a Mackies and right, okay, hang on, that can't be happening. So what we're going to do is quit this game and then redo the graphics options and see if it's any better. And all I want is mirrors, basically. It doesn't need to look amazing, the game. Is it your lack of appeal? Your lack of appeal? It's adding. Your lack of appeal? It cannot ordeal. Hang on. Video. Max mirrors. Put that to 7. No anti-aliasing. Yeah, cool. Then it will restart because it's Farming Sim and it's weird. How you doing anyway, everybody? How are you doing? What's this?
Can we stop throwing shit because everyone's going to go home?
Cheese sandwich. Cheese sandwich. Yeah, I've been personally not top form, but it is what it is. Let me know if you need me to turn down the music as well. I can do that. I can turn it down a little bit. Ignore the last 2 weeks of playtime. Hang on, has this worked? There we go. Right, let's see if it's choppy again. That's much better. That's much better. Right, okay. Let's tab. So we're going to tab through to... We'll tab through to this. We actually need to mow a field, so we need to be in this tractor. The mirrors should be working. Why is the mirrors working? No, they're not. Brilliant. So I've basically got first-person farming sim, but with no mirrors. And yeah, right. We need to work out what field we're actually doing as well. So I own these fields. So this one here, these two. In fact, I think I just mowed. My brother mowed 25 not long ago. My brother mowed 25, and we've also got 30. So I think we're going to make our way to 30 and mow that, and then. But we'll have to get all the equipment over there because it's quite a big field. So let's get the cruise control going. Pardon me. Right, we've got the cruise control on the blonde. Here we go. We've got beer in one hand, joystick in the other. Tell you what. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I got this yesterday, this control panel. And I love a bit of farming sim, so as you'll know from if you ever watch Farming Fridays. But I tell you what, it does make it really good, really intuitive. Like if you can see in this tractor, there is already like a control panel down there. So in fact, we're just gonna boost up the what's it called? Cruise control. We'll get it up to how fast can this tractor go? 32 miles an hour with a total of 15.6 ton in weight. That's pretty good. Because we've got the 2 mowers, we've got a 10.5 metre mower on the back, and I think 2.5 on the front. Maybe a bit bigger, maybe 3.5. Should we give Sir David a call, see if Sir David is going to join us in the stream? I am literally just going to sit here and chat. If you boys and girls, you know, if you want to join in, let me know. I'm pretty chilled out, chillaxed. And I feel so bad. I haven't been able to like catch up with any of the other Twitch crew at all. It's so annoying. Like I haven't had the chance to go into other people's streams. Like unless someone goes live later on, then I might. To be fair, I might raid into. Is it After Dark tonight? It is. It's After Dark tonight, isn't it? I'll raid into IB later on. See how he's doing. Right. I bought a field without knowing how to get into it at all. I owned the caravan park there, so if there's no gate down here, I can just go that way. That bus gets extremely close. But this tractor here doesn't have guzzle fuel as well. Like it drinks fuel for breakfast, which it should do. It's a. Have I just gone past the entrance? No, here it is. Right, okay. Entrance is there. I'm in the middle of the road. I have to quickly go and open the gate. And what I'm going to do... Oh, there is someone behind me. There's a little Prius behind me. Yo, Wagwan. Wagwan to the Prius. Prius, man. Right, just get this gently through here now. And then I'm going to close the gate and hire a worker while I move the rest of the equipment over. It's raining as well, so I've got real mud, the mod real mud on, so the tractor will struggle in this terrain. I should probably get it out a bit more, because otherwise the mower's going to get stuck on the edge. If I put it here, and I hire a worker, there we go. That's the worker. The worker's going to mow the field while I go and get the windrower, which is on this gator. Here we go. Let me just change my FOV. Dun. Diddly dun. Diddly dun. Where is it? FOV. 100. Not 1,000. 100. There we go. That's a bit better. Right, we've got a 20 mile an hour. Look at this. You can see like the mud coming into the vehicle now in this one. It's just real mud is quite good because it changes your fuel usage when driving in mud when it's raining or when it's wet and soggy mud. Oh, we're going to go the easy way. There is an easier way out of this field. Here we go. Back this way. It does make your vehicles really muddy as well, which is a bit annoying. I don't like that, because then I got to pressure wash them. This way. We do have to go very carefully down here. I used the landscaping tool, and I kind of fucked up this road. It's more of a bridge, but we'll deal with it. Here we go. The whole thing done. Yeah, this map's brilliant as well. This is it's a UK map. So it's based on like Devon, which is a place in the UK, quite a popular holiday destination. There's a town on here. There's everything. It's Sandy Bay. It's like probably the best map in Farmington, to be fair. It's quite good. I can put go up to 30 on the. Oh, hello. On the old the old cruise control. It's much easier to use cruise control with this, having a slider for it as well. Having this what's it called down here? This little slider, if you look on the camera. I can like adjust the cruise control perfectly. I mean I'm going a bit fast now. If I go to 30. I mean it's very twitchy though, this gator. Really twitchy. The mod. Which is great. I mean, this is a mod made by a little modding company, Black Sheep Modding, and it's brilliant. It's got loads of attachments. You can use the 3-piece loader on it. Is it just me, or is the actual stream itself laggy? Like, am I lagging on stream? Like, my game's fine. Here we go. Anybody else here play Farming Sim or enjoy a bit of you know, farming equipment, anything like that, let me know. Let's have a chat. Let's talk about things. I went and closed the gate, didn't I? Jävlar vad frita. I'm going to park this up here. It's awkward as hell to get back, but there we go. Right, how's it going? Look how big this windrower is. So I've got the 3-piece attachment for the 3-way connection to the windrower, which then collects the grass and puts it into tubes. The mowing geezer's getting on well. He's getting on well. It's apparently harvested, but it's not, because he's still got quite a bit of the field to do. Quite a long and tall field. He's doing it at the wrong angle. He should go up, down, up, down, up, down. But it's up to them how they're doing it. I will need this and the baler. So I need to take this over to with the low loader. Lord of all jammy dodgers, you're good, bro. How you doing, James? Good to see you. I mean, not like I didn't see you 20 minutes ago, but we'll ignore that. Jim, if you want to go in Discord, let me know in the chat, because I think Zach and Becky are in the chat at the moment, so we might have to go in a private chat for a minute while we can conversate in there. 19. I am using like the mouse and keyboard for the rest of things. You can get like a wheel with Lukin buttons. Ah, there is sound. This only does 15 miles an hour, sorry. It's a 25 kilometre an hour diesel gator, so it's good at pulling things. It's got a bit more torque. The other one does 37 miles an hour, or it's a 55 kilometre an hour gator. This one's brilliant for karting. So it's like a JCB fast track. It's a karting tractor basically. But I use my fast track for baling, in creating bales, and I use this one with the low loader on the back, the i4 Williams. I use that for carrying the bales around. We also, oh shit, I didn't get the skid steer. I need the skid steer. Ja, bravo, frita, para. Here we go. I've got to go and pick up the skid steer. It's just down here. Here we go. Right, if I park it here and then press this one, leave it a second while it unloads the low loader. Right, okay. Yep, that's done. Cool. I'll get into the skid steer. You can't see anything in here, by the way. Even when you lift up the top. Oh, go on. Give it some beans. Skid steer, man. They're so annoying, to be fair. They're terrible at driving. Or terrible to drive. They've got really twitchy steering. And then they go and get stuck like that. Like, how has that happened? What I'm going to have to do now is push myself up. There you go. Right, now I can reverse. No? Okay. There we go. There we go. Go on. Right, okay, let's line it up a bit better. You cannot see anything out of one of these, though. You cannot see anything at all. How has that happened? Flexi, sup, you're back again. This is a one-off. Like, I'd love to do this, to be fair, quite a bit more. If you guys enjoy, or if you're enjoying, obviously not everyone's here because the wrong notification went out and I didn't actually announce I'd be going live. But what I can do is do these more often. This sort of stream is, I enjoy playing Farming Sim, and it's very easy to, oh fuck. I'm going to have to quickly turn on Super Strength, or just leave it on and use it every now and then. But yeah, this type of stream. So, I think it's the trailer. What is the trailer doing? I'm going to pick the trailer's fine. What is going on? Let's pull this forward a bit. put it straight into the road. But Flexi, how are you? Good to see you. Right, let's get out of there. Now we're on flat surface. The rain's coming down. The wind's blowing. The dirt is getting into the vehicles. We're going to be using 20 times more fuel than we normally would be. So the economy of doing this work better be good. I mean, the field we're looking at probably about 45 grand in profit. But it's worth it. I'm just going to lower that. Just going to lower it a bit. Right, get out and then press. 5 to fold it. Control S to strap the vehicle down. And I'm also going to turn off my diffs, because I've got weight in the back. I'm going to keep 4-wheel drive on. But here we go. I'm going to pull it round the wrong way. I'm going to have to turn down here. Turn down here and turn around. Never did it give a shout, never not a little height. Or, in fact, no. Look at this. As soon as you get in the mud, this is what it's like. This is why real mud and rain have a serious impact on how your game plays. That's because the diffs are off. Let's get the diffs on. Go on. Go on, diffs. Do your job. Come on. Let's look down a bit. There we go. As soon as we get onto this concrete, we'll be fine. Ooh, it's the trailer, I think. The trailer's got no power in the wheels. There's nothing going to it. I'm using 7 litres of fuel an hour at the rate we're going at. There we go, 15 mile an hour. Back to usual. That doesn't normally happen. What's happened now? 10 litres of fuel an hour? What is going on? Is this trailer just getting stuck on everything? Is it just getting stuck in the mud? It's quite a big trailer to not have anything. To have a front heavy weight. Maybe if I reverse. I mean, I can't because it's strapped down. Oh, bollocks to it. Let's get the cruise control going. Oh, he's finished mowing. How has this happened? How has the Torquey Gator gotten stuck? Gator's got torque for days. Look at that. Turn off the diffs. Go on. Come on. I reckon we need to run it. I reckon we need to run it. We're going to need to turn it around here. Keep it on the track. Here we go. Keep it on the track. Hey, what's gone on there? It's a low loader, like, bugged out. It shouldn't bug out. It's not hard. I reckon I could program a low loader if I tried hard enough. Let's get the diffs off. Let's get the cruise control at 15 mile an hour. There we go. Come on. We were slipping a bit in the mud. Oh, mate. I'm doing 1900 RPM just to reverse. Like, what's going on? What's happened? Why is it muddy? Come on. Get some beans. Hang on, this is not happening. This is not working. Oh, we're not stuck in the mud. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Hang on. We can fix this. We can fix this. That's not hard. Let's... What? Hello? We're never going to end up in the field like that. Here we go. Right, we got to run up. We're going to stick to this side. Come on. Go on. Go on. You're almost there. It's not hard. 2100 RPM. Go on. Give us some push. Yo, which VC? Should we call each other? Because they're... Hang on. I just got to boot up Discord. Anyway, I'm today. The man want to play. That's man. Can't bring it to the righteous. Can't bring it to the righteous. Yo, I can't bring it to the... Here we go, Discordo. Jay Davies, I'm just gonna call him. We'll have no cameras, Jim. Jim, yo, how you doing?
Oh,
My guy.
good. Huh? What you
My guy. I'm alright, mate. I'm just saying no cameras. So I'm not able to see you anyway. I'm getting a bit stuck in my gator. Honestly, this, the real mud mod, it started like I haven't had rain the whole playthrough, and I'm what, 13 days in. Oh, it's Lee on his 1 year subscribe. Subscribe.
Like traction and stuff.
Pardon?
How it works. Does it make a difference, like with the physics?
Yeah, so different tyres make different things. Thank you very much for the resub, Lee. How are you doing? Well, fuck money, it says. Big ups. Yeah, thank you, Lee. You didn't have to resub, man. I'm not streaming at the moment, like, very much at all, so thank you very much. So, yeah, different tyres and different weather types, especially with the mod I've got on, which is real mud. I paid 5 months in advance. Oh yeah, I remember. Do have an effect now on vehicles and whatnot. So my fast track, my JCB, has communal tyres because I use it for karting basically. It's a karting tractor.
Yeah.
Which is what it's for. It does like 45 mile an hour. It's that's what it's made for.
A karting tractor.
Yeah, it's made for moving shit. Made for picking up loads and moving. So a chartering tractor, should we call it that? The chartermobile.
Come on.
But yeah, this Gator is a torquey one. It's a diesel 15 mile an hour one, and I use this for karting the low loader. And
Right,
at the moment I'm using the JCB for baling, which I could use the John Deere, but totally my face when your mother, Lee, just messaged me on Steam brilliantly. But I kind of like using less fuel because if you cart with a big tractor, you can use 100 litres an hour of fuel easily.
Right. I suppose, yeah. I suppose you would.
Whereas this is 4.6 at the moment.
Actually, now that you've got a
Yeah. Well, the mowing tractor, the John Deere with the mowers on, that one's 112 litres an hour, and the JCB with the baler is about 76 thereabouts.
You know, in gallons.
No, litres.
Yeah. What does that?
Well, it's because you don't do how many miles you've done in a car. You do how many hours you've done in a agricultural vehicles.
Yeah.
So you do either litres or gallons an hour. But I think a gallon's what? 7 litres? 6 litres? Do you want to ask somebody? Do you want to Google it?
Go on. So,
We'll have to find it out.
110 litres.
Is what? 1 gallon?
It's 24.1 gallons. It's 24 gallons an hour, to be fair.
24 gallons an hour? Hang on, I'm pulling up.
You can usually, so with a car, miles per gallon, I don't know, mate, oh, this is confusing.
It is a bit confusing, isn't it? Just going to change the cruise control on this. Lee, how are you doing anyway? Do you like my new farming sim control panel? It's brilliant. Oh, the double-decker bus is coming. Ah, there's 2. Who knew farming sim could be so riveting? Bruh. Mate, it's brilliant, Lee. Don't take the piss out of my farming sim control panel. I've even got a camera for it. Have you seen it, James? Oh,
Yeah.
mate, I've got it on the stream. It's cool. I've got a camera for it. I've got Kevin looking at it. You're good. That's good to hear, Lee. Right, let's get the wind rower out, and then the. How do I lower it? How do I lower the rim rower? 20. Right. Okay, that should be it. Now I'm going to put the cruise control at 12 miles an hour. I'm pissing on you. I'm not taking the piss out of you. I'm pissing on you. Okay, cool.
Nice.
I don't know what this fucker's done with the fucking mowing, but he's a twat. Like, what is this? Where's he going? I bet he's only done half the field. Look at the mud. I've got the cruise control at 11 miles at 12, and it's only doing 11. It's stuck in the mud. I just can't stop. That'd be bad. Professional farmer, Flexi, thank you very much. It is known, it's well known in the stratosphere. I mean, I'm doing nothing with the wind rower here because I'm not in the centre. I want to be about here.
What are you doing?
So, should I explain to the non-farmers, just the geezers? A windrower collects grass after being mowed like that and puts it in a pile like that, so that you can go around with a baler and bale it really easily, because you just run the baler over the big pile. In fact, I can actually hire a worker to windrow, and I can start baling. I think hire a worker's this one. 18. Oh shit, no. There we go. Right, I've hired a worker to do it, and we'll go and get the baler. He's going to carry on doing that. I want to get this tractor out of here first, though, which means I've got to fold it all up. How do I... Fold mower. And... That's not the front one, so... There we go. Right, okay, all the mowers are folded up, I think. Yes. James has got farming sim, but he's sipping on anything tonight. I am. I've got beer. James thinks farming sim looks tedious, which it is, but when you get used to it being a little bit tedious. Because I think F1 looks a little bit tedious. That's just because you know what you're talking about with F1.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I don't know, I like F1.
Yeah. I like my farming simulator.
It's an absolute opinion, I don't know, but...
I think it's good when you get, like, I thought I would, if you asked me what, F1 is different though, yeah, obviously, but I got me a San Miguel Lee as well. I got San Miguel here.
That's the first game he got.
But with farming sim, if you asked me 2 years ago, yo, do you like farming sim? I would have gone, what the fuck? That sounds boring as fuck. But then I got into it, and it's fucking awesome. Hang on, I'm gonna lift that up. But no, it's actually perfect. If anything, it needs to be that way a bit more. There we go. So yeah, if you had asked me... Oh, hello, I think I'm hanging out on the road. I am. I need to reverse up, because otherwise I'm causing obstruction. Fuck off car, thank you. Oh shit, I haven't brought the fucking JCB with the baler on. I mean, I can't bail. I've got to go and tab to it. Aha! I've got no mirrors. But yeah, Jim, I think if you got into it, you'd enjoy it a bit more. Because you've got it, don't you? You bought it.
Yeah.
And then the first time you wanted to play it, Dave had about 400 mods installed and then didn't know which ones you didn't have and which ones you did. So it caused a bit of a ruckus, but I only use maybe 15 mods, and they're all ones I can send over Discord.
Right,
and most of them are just little vehicle stuff. The one of them is the servicing and fuel mod. I get like an accurate litres an hour and percentage of service requirement. And the other one's like differential lock and 4x4 on and off. or 4-wheel drive on them, and things like that. That's brilliant because you're more in depth. Where did I put the baler? How could I lose it? Honestly, James, the baler's fucking massive. How can I lose it? I actually am flabbergasted. I reckon it's in this field. I think I left it in the middle of this field when the rain started. I did! There it is! I found the baler. Right, okay, I'm going to pull up next to it. I got no mirrors. Somebody decided it was a great idea to... Who opened my back window? Why is my back window open? How do I close that? I've got all-wheel steering. I can't... I want to turn that off. Oh shit. There we go. Sorted. How's everyone doing in the chat? I'm chatting utter shit. Jeff.
Hello.
I've got... So I went into settings and you can either have... You basically set a maximum mirrors. And I went to 7 is maximum. And 1 is next to 7. So if you keep clicking it, you get 1. Obviously, I missed out on that. Went past 7 and clicked 1. So now I have 1 mirror, and it's that top right one. The one just above the shoulder of the chair. I cannot reverse onto a baler with that. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it anyway. I don't even know if I'm straight with the fucking baler. I'm gonna have to turn around. That little mirror in the top corner, that's the only mirror I've got, so I'm gonna have to turn around. Unless I quickly restart the game and turn on all my mirrors. I think it's... Because you have to... You can't just change it mid-game either. It's a fucking piss take. Right, okay. I can move now.
Everything at the start. What?
I got...
Why can't you just... Why aren't the mirrors just there?
It's quite graphic. Like, games are quite hard to get mirrors to work. Did you know that? Like, you know, in like GTA and stuff on console.
I know it's because it's
it has to render a whole other. There was one game that fixed it, but it was the engine that made it better. It basically just recorded my B meant R34. Saw an R32 today screen, but without the S. My B meant R34. I do like an R34. James, you like an R32, don't you? Or 33?
I like a 32.
Yeah, they're brilliant. I think the 33 was a rough point, but it's still an awesome car. It was sort of like, it hasn't aged well. It hasn't aged well.
Yeah, it's kind of been forgotten in a way. Yeah. A lot of people either like 32 or 34.
Yeah, I saw an R32 a couple of years back, and they had like the windows down, and I was like in the bus stop, and I went, oh fuck, it's an R33, and out of the window they go R32, and fucked up. It was so funny. I was creasing, to be fair. I just sat there giggling away. I've got to pull up at the right speed. I've got to change my cruise control. I don't want to pull up into the field at 30 mile an hour. Oh, feds. Heads down. You don't want to see that I've got open liquor behind the car. Open
you
liquor
got
behind.
open liquor.
Okay, right, now I have to... This is what's fun about the control panel at the moment, is I don't know fully how to use it at all. So unfold baler, lower the pickup, and anything else, current bale capacity, Okay, no, turn on the baler. And this is where you set your cruise control to like 12 mile an hour and just follow the windrowers tracks. Yeah, so, there we go. And then I just steer while the windrowers go away. Brilliant. I just sat here chilling. Should have said it is a surprise. Should have said it is a surprise. But what? Oh fuck, I just remembered I've got an 8.1
Supra, not a surprise.
a Supra. Oh fuck. It's a Toyota surprise. We are getting stuck in the mud going uphill with 12.5 ton in total weight. I
feel like a Supra though. Sorry.
Yeah, to be fair. Look at me chugging up this hill in one of the most powerful tractors on the planet. Just because of the mud. And oh, who's looking forward to Jeremy Clarkson's farming show? I'm really looking forward to it. He's got like Lamborghini tractors and shit.
Yeah, I think I've seen a trailer for that. When's it coming out?
June 5th, I think, so not long. It'd be weekly episodes though.
Yeah.
Look at this. Now I've got 12 miles an hour because I'm going downhill.
There's a new episode of Bad Batch out tonight.
Oh, is there?
Might have to give that a cheeky watch.
To be fair, I'm not in work until late tomorrow, Jim, so I'm going to spend a while on it. I'd rather wake up at 12 and have a good night than wake up at 8 and have nothing to do in the morning. You get my philosophy?
Yeah, I get you.
Mate, look at this tractor, it's chugging. 8 mile an hour up a, 20% incline with the baler on. And 40, okay, so basically as the baler fills up with grass, the weight increases. So what I should do is do all the uphill stuff first, while the baler's sort of before it's half full. Because once it's 92% like it is now, I've got 14.8 ton worth of weight. Whereas at the start, I started off with like 12.8 and it was getting up the hills a bit faster. Now I'm going downhill, so it's okay. Things like that you have to plan out with this mod. Because it gives you your weight, and it's the real mud mod that makes the mud hard to get through. So if it was just regular farming sim, I'd be able to get through this fine. Which doesn't add any, or doesn't add too much challenge. I've just done that without fucking unloading the baler. And now I have to work out where to unload a bale that's not going to roll down the hill into the fucking road. Maybe I should just unload them all. There we go. Oh, Jim. I listened to, you know, me and Harry are going to see Easy Life.
I did.
Well, their new album came out today, and my vinyl arrived.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's alright, it's good. Groovy, it's very relaxed. It's nothing like...
Is it just alright, or is it...
Right, so, look, this bale's rolling down the hill and going into the road. We can't have that. Look at it go. Absolutely on one. Absolutely gam for it. Look at it go. Look at it fucking go.
That was off on holiday, that.
He's off on holiday. He's gam for it.
Are you on the cliffs of Dover, my man?
I'm in Devon. But it's replicated with like different places. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this to one corner of the field with super strength mod.
Still.
I'm going to pick up a 20,000 litre bale with my bare hands.
Super strength.
It's just a super strength mod for sometimes things get stuck and go wrong, and it's very good to have just in case. In fact, I'm just going to whack it in the back of the fucking... I'm just going to put it there for now.
tractor or something.
Yeah, if a tractor gets fucking stuck somewhere, you are shit-faced if you don't have the super strength mod. And that's just coming from personal experience with the early Davitry. Where the fuck am I? Oh yeah. There we go. Right, let me get the baler on. So the
Down one road making a right racket. Tell you that.
they're having a party. Don't forget all the year 11s broke up today. So there'll be a few parties. We didn't get to do that though. We broke up. We found out the day before that we were actually going to break up, and I was excluded the day before. On the day that we found out we were going the next day. So, yeah, there was a teacher. I'll explain the story. There was a substitute teacher for our maths. You know, I was talking about all the substitutes and stuff. Yeah. Well, substitute teacher for our maths. We knew it was going to be like soon that we weren't going to be at school anymore, and it was going to be sort of the last time we see each other, basically. And we were playing music in maths, and we explained to him, "Yo, bro, tut tut, you know how it goes." And he was like, "Yeah, play music and stuff." He was sound with it. And then I put on the song Valerie by not Amy Winehouse, the original I put on. And he comes up to me and he raises his finger up to my face and goes, "I don't turn it off now," and probably gets rowdy with me, like, just because this song came on. And he goes, and I was like, "Oh, well why like, we just got a song and you said it was fine." He said, "I don't care, turn it off now," and starts like shouting basically.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Well, you can fuck off," and I walked out and I was like, you can go and shit in your hands and clap, you know what I mean? And he says, "Oh, my ex-wife was called Valerie and she died." And I was like, well, that's not my problem. You don't have to have a fucking go at me. It's not like you can control what's on the radio or anything like that. I understand it's like something that's not very nice. And if you told me that before you went banging off and shouting and screaming at me to turn it off, maybe I would have been a bit nicer. But seeing as you've been a bit of a cunt, I'm not going to speak to you. Daniel Jean, how you doing? Good to see you. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm just playing some farming sim, chilling. You know how it goes with Jay Dilla.
Chilling.
But yeah, he was really rowdy. He was a bit hands-on, if you get what I mean. Like he was, how can I say? He was like picking up my bag where the speaker was, trying to turn it off. And I was like, "Get the fuck out of my bag." Sort of bit tight beat. Oh fuck! How do I unload the bag? 9. Wait, what? 1 year, 4 days, and 1 hour. Remember, Lee? We tested the. Logan, it's broken. Yeah, no, we tested the follower notification a year or so ago. Well, exactly 1 year, 4 days, and 1 hour ago, we tested the follower notification. Car after Carman's got more whips than a dominatrix. That's a good bar. Car after Carman's got more whips than a dominatrix. Do you get it, James? Do you get your head round that?
I get his.
He's got cars, so he's got whips, yeah? And he's got more whips than a dominatrix. What a bar. All these guys listening to the song are clueless. They're clueless. They don't know what's going on, but they know it's good. Jim, I want to get you on Farming Sim, I really do. I want to be able to sit here, whack on some Mandolin Orange, and play Farming Sim with you. At the moment, it's not looking like the dream's going to come true. Why did you say it like that? We'll see. You said, we'll see. The quietest I've ever heard anyone speak in the world of lands. Honestly. Daniel Jean has been following for 1 year, 14 days and 20 hours. Big ups, Daniel Jean. Over the 1 year mark. Oh shit, I'm going uphill now with less. With more grass in the back. So the tractor and the baler as a total are 8.1 tonne, and with 58% of grass in the baler with a 20,000 litre, it totals at 13.5 tonne. You need a fucking engine and a half to pull that, don't you?
That's hefty.
It's a hefty load, isn't it? Oh, Jim, there's a new farming sim coming out this year.
It's
Because we got this one in 2018, late 2018. It was quite a while ago. It's not like one comes out every year. They just call them by the years. They come out.
That's dead exciting, that.
But it's got new engine as well, so it's going to have seasons. Because at the moment you just download the seasons mod, but now the seasons will be implemented into the main game. It's fucking brilliant. After I've done this field, I'm going to quickly close the game and put the mirrors on, because I need mirrors. I want to be able to see when the beta's unloaded and whatnot. I think Enderman 21 has been following for 5 years, 10 months, 3 days and 10 hours. That is about right. What was it, 2016? 2016... yeah. August of 16, if I'm right. Yeah, it's about that. It was Star Wars Battlefront. It was Star Wars Battlefront for a little bit. Then it was Fortnite for a little bit, maybe a month. I can't stream Fortnite for more than a month. And then it was like a stop, and then I did like everything I did started last year. I keep forgetting to do it. I keep forgetting to close the fucking back. I'm sorry, the bloke who's done the windrowing in this field is an absolute gammy bastard. How has he messed? How has he done such a shit job? Dave would not be happy, Jim.
Oh, he wouldn't be, would he?
He'd be throwing a fit. He'd be like, what the fuck is this? Honestly, like, there's a quarter of the field just not done. Not even bothered. Not even looked at it. He's obviously not been there. There's no tyre tracks. Fucking jeez. Look at this! Oh, mate, I've got to get out and show this. Look at the state of this. That's everything that should have been windrowed. Should have been done. This whole leg of field has not been... He's only done that. Where the tracks are. So that's... It is a shoddy job, isn't it? I get there's a hill, but you're in a gator, man.
Is it?
Gator can go anywhere. I'm also going to throw this down the hill so that it goes to where I want it to go. Oh, no, this way, like this. What are you doing? More is more, more is more. Oh my lordy. This one. In fact, we're going to switch playlist and close farming. So, oh, I need to save. Saving content. Good game. And while that's happening, Go to this one.
I'm on a mad one. Respect the art and the land it was brang from. Attack, 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 or get banged on. About the sky, in fact, I'm too hands.
Mate, I've been streaming for an hour.
Ransom for them man that wants. I'm lacking my G, my codes, don't
yeah.
run, son, man.
Yeah.
Owes in one lump.
I don't know how. Didn't feel like an hour. Didn't feel like I've been playing Farming Sim for
Living at mum's with a four.
over 10 minutes.
Ask your mum for a 14 quick cut. You got a little 6 and you trying
Catches up on you though, to be fair.
pooling trick. You ain't got
Yeah.
Farming Sim does.
Who knows where the time goes?
Who knows where the time goes? That should be a song.
Oh, it is a song, you silly penis. Who knows where the time goes? I can't remember which bar.
It is a song, you silly
it-
penis.
I saw it in a playlist.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump to a be right back real quick, Holmes. I'll see you in a minute.
You stop that steady, it's that same way that you stopped and stared, you stopped and stared. Big black brother in the court, Montclair, you were not prepared. And you rocked that watch the exact same day that you clocked and stopped, the exact same day that I felt pissed off that I left mine, that man, yours got rocked. Who the fuck he doing? Who the fuck he screwing? Who the fuck he praying? Who the fuck he praying? Like, hey? Who the fuck he doing? Who the fuck he screwing? Who the fuck he praying? Like, hey? Officer, overseer, why you come over here? Officer, overseer, why you come over here? Officer, overseer, why you come over here? 365 days a year, you're patrolling here. Officer, overseer, why you come over here? Officer, overseer, why you come over here? Officer, overseer, why you come over here? 365 days a year, you're patrolling. I'm on a mad one, respect the art and the land it was brang from. Attack, or get banged on. I back the scrat, in fact, I'm two hands on. Aki, my G, my hat, I dash bands on. Ransom for them man that wants some. Lacking my G, my codes, they don't run, son. Man got the P's and O's in one lump sum. Man can't tell me do one till I done one. 079 888 Work at the last free if you want war. Work at the last free if you want bars. Work at the last free if you need draw. 7890, work at the first 4 if you need dough. Now a couple dons that's good for a loan, but you don't pay up and they'll come to your own. Wait, 925, you can find my road, you can find my drive, you can find my house, you can find my in your won't think twice. 999 you phone, cause the man them hype and you got no bros. If you dial that tone, you a blatant O, cause the pigs my score, brother, you should know. Go catch pesos to the wasting time, trying to track these O's to the wasting time, trying to bag my bros, cause they got no choice but to flip and fold. Pick your foes, if you wanna find green, you can pick your nose. When you pick your nose, not green, it's white. You're out on the night doing sniff with bros. Get the sniff feds, put negative energy. All in my head, put the negative energy. All in my life, but negative energy, I cannot spread.
Okay then.
What are you saying?
Didilla. Didilla the Skrilla.
What are you saying?
Not diddly much, to be fair. I'm enjoying just fucking about. Okay, I may have more mods than I thought, to be fair. I'm just looking at the mod screen now. I'm gonna go through them and fucking tweak them. So if you did want to play with me, all you'd need is Sandy Bay, Real Mud, the Gator mod, Real Mower I don't use. There's a few tractors on here I just don't use. I only ever buy the best tractors because I'm fucking rich. I don't need no shitty tractors, bro. There is a way, like, I play this game when I'm doing things, when I'm in game, I put it on 1x speed, so it's on real time. And if I left it on real time, I theoretically I could like use like this field here. I probably won't use for grass again because it's not very big, and I can make more money putting wheat, putting barley or something in here. Because with grass, I've got what, 4 bales?
Yeah.
And 1 bale's a couple of grand because they're 20,000 litre ones, so they're big bales. And the market for grass in this map, because there's not many grass fields in the map as a total, the market for grass is quite high. So for food, for silage, for anything like that, for food, because there's quite a lot of animal farms. There's sheep, pigs, cows, everything like that needs silage. So when I go and sell bales, I make a shit ton because I basically own all of the grass fields. I mean, that's how many fields I own. And if you look, there's only this small one, this small one, this small one, this small one, these ones here, this one, this one, this one, and all the rest of it, or even all the council land I own. So I could mow the council's shit, but it's not worth it. It's not worth the money.
Did you get paid for it?
Yeah, well, the maps are actually dependent on what sort of farm fields there are. So you can make more money in Farming Sim going against what everybody else is growing near you, because there's the market for that then goes up. But if another farmer, say the farm who owns Field 24 in the game, which is probably, it's fucking massive. Hang on, let's see how much it's worth. I think it's $1 million. So yeah, it's a field worth $1,008,000. It's huge, right?
That's mental.
It's huge, and the person who farms that, they farm oat on that field. There is no other field farming oat. If he suddenly one day stopped farming oat, put grass in it, the market would then go down, and that does happen as you play. Like, different farms change fruit types and affect the market that you're in. So if I, built ready for that and turned some of my fields into fruit fields, not grass, I could do that. But because I started on not hard mode, but I started on the hardest possible mode, I basically started with $5,000 in the account and a farm, and I had to buy tractors and equipment with that, and I bought a mower and just mowed grass on the field I worked at, rented a baler and a tractor to bale with, and made money off of that. And because there's no grass fields, I made a shit ton, and that's why I'm still making money now. But if I continue to play on this map, other people will see what I'm doing, or the AI will pick up on it and start to farm grass more. And there's not much I can do about that. So, because I've only got I've got $250,000 in my account in game. I could only if I wanted to buy a field, there's a cotton field here. There's one cotton field. So the next best thing would be cotton, but it's very hard to grow healthily. You'd have to fertilize a lot. You'd have to count on a lot of weather. Weather's not the best for cotton.
It's the next craze. Cotton.
The cotton's the next craze. There's one cotton field. But cotton's really hard. It's really expensive because the machinery is expensive. And cotton bale is the size of a tractor. So you buy a tractor and then you buy a cotton baler, and it will do one bale at a time. And they are the size of tractors. They weigh a shit ton. They're really hard to transport, so I'd have to buy a new low loader. I could only transport maybe 2 at a time. They are huge. If you Google, Jim, cotton bales, yeah, and you'll see what I mean. Like, if I go to the shop now and I put in baling technology, here you go, and I go to cotton balers, I'll find the cotton baler.
Bloody ass, that's a big one.
Alpha Laffa.
That's a big one from Wigan.
No, mate, honestly, it's really tough to farm, especially in this game. Like, it's impossible to make profit for a long time. And if I then went and invested in it, and then it turned around, everyone started doing cotton after 2 weeks of me doing it, I've made a big loss. Because then it's only selling for regular price.
You're making cotton sound like some form of drug. If everybody started doing cotton.
No, if all the farmers in the area started making cotton, I'd be shit out of luck. Well, no, hang on. A cotton machinery is actually one machine. I've got one somewhere. I think it's in harvesters. It'll be in here. Because they are fucking huge. No, it's not in there. Cotton Technology. There you go. It's a £500,000 machine. Okay. It's got a 20,000 litres of capacity. 20,000 litres, and it makes a 6 metre bale. It's not worth it.
Meters.
6 metres. It's 6 metre by about 3 metres. It's huge bales. They are massive. And that's just how cotton is IRL. But cotton IRL is farmed in massive fields in America and in other places. Huge fields that, even on this map, even 24 would be a small cotton field. Because it's farmed large scale. You wouldn't see anyone nowadays starting a cotton farm. You just wouldn't see it. You'd see someone inherit a cotton farm, because the money isn't in farming nowadays to just start a cotton farm. You what? Sorry.
Is it something you can grow it?
No, you can't grow it in the UK because of the weather. You grow it in like Southern America and hotter countries and hotter areas. So if I started one, there's a really, like, cotton's expensive to buy and plant. It's got like a 70% chance on this map of failing. The whole plant just fails, basically. It's got a really high chance of failing.
Yeah.
So it's not really worth it, but it is the next best thing to what I'm doing already. Apart from maybe soybeans. Soybeans are a good one. I could do soybeans in this field.
Boy.
Soybeans, the sugar beet. I couldn't do cane. Sugar cane would be hard. It's alfalfa is another one. There's nobody doing it round here.
What's that?
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa. What the fuck?
It's a. You wanna Google it? Give it a Google it. I think it's used in. I think it's another name for rape. I think the rape seed. Yeah, you when you play Farm Sim, you have to follow markets. This
is used for raising hay and silage, as well as a green
silage
and cover crop silage.
it's cover crop, yeah. So it can be used to protect other crops. It can be a non-invasive, so it's not like a weed. A weed will just suck the life out of everything it comes across. But maybe it's a crop that sort of doesn't look for other crops. Yeah. It uses so cover crop can be used in shooting as well, as a like place for birds to go, or it can be used in animals, smaller animals like chickens. You can use cover crop to protect them from birds of prey, because they can't see them. Apart from kestrels would be able to see them, but kestrels are a bit smaller to kill a chicken. They'd kill it, they just wouldn't be able to do anything with it. And they're more interested in like mice and shit. How has it happened again? I've changed my mirrors. Honestly. I changed my mirrors. Oh, hang on, I've got to put my playlist on.
What music you got on?
Oh, I got Skepta 2007 or 2009. Skepta's first album, Jim, is called Greatest Hits. How fucking badass is that, to name your first album Greatest Hits?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's decent.
Ballsy. It's ballsy as fuck.
Yeah.
Mars out here. He goes, what am I calling my first album? Greatest Hits. I'm just gonna pull this tractor with the baler onto my main farm, onto the main farming area. I've got a massive farm that I never use because it's not it's situated at the top left corner of the map, and I've got land on different parts. So I bought a field in the middle of the map, concreted, and put a big building in, which means I don't have to fucking transport heavy machinery and use loads of fuel, which is what you end up doing. Especially when you're using red diesel as well. Like if I wanted to go to one of my fields, so do you know the laws on red diesel in the UK, James?
Yeah.
It's like 5 miles from a farm. So if a farmer uses red diesel, they can't travel within 5 miles of their farm.
Right.
And translated into this size of this map, I could only go to 1 or 2 of my fields before it becomes illegal. And if I pass through, the way the map picks it up is if I pass through a speed camera.
You can only go 5 miles away from your farm.
If in real life, I could only go 5 miles away
Yeah.
from a farm. But in the game, translated, if I go on the map, so here's my farm. I could only get to about here, which is field 3, which is actually where I've got my other setup. And my JCB, not my JCB, sorry, my John Deere uses red diesel. But it's okay to get to field 23 up here, because I can go and avoid the speed cameras, which is how it picks it up in this game. It picks it up through the speed cameras. So I can go down the little lanes and avoid them. But to get to that from this farm, there's a speed camera here, and this way there's a speed camera as well. That's another thing. Front cover of the magazine, winning Sheen. Switching. What are you saying, Jim? What are you up to?
I'm playing a bit of FIFA.
You're playing a bit of FIFA, my brother.
Chilling.
I never took a straight path nowhere.
Yo, you had a copter there.
Yeah, I switched. On this map? There's a helicopter. It lets you look over the map. It's quite cool, to be fair. Not many maps are detailed like this one. This one's really highly detailed, to be fair. I need to go back into the cab. Here we go. Oh shit, is the windrower still folded? Yeah. Fold windrower. There we go. I didn't want to pass through a gate with the windrower down. That'd be fucking AIDS. I think it stretches to 6.5 meters. This windrower.
Good.
Well, I wouldn't be able to get through for starters, and 2, I'd get stuck on the fucking fence post with all the little spikes.
Yeah. Happens to me off daily.
Did you say that pisses you off daily?
That happens to me on the daily.
Happens to you on the daily? What, you're too big to get through places?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. I did hear, Jake, you're a fucking gym lad. You're a big bloke. And I heard you can bench 3 dogs and a 4-ton tractor at the same time. Yeah. I don't know what you're giggling for.
Hell yeah, why not?
I heard this seriously. This is serious talk. Not playing around. I just come from the goal. I'm not fucking around. Not fucking around. Fucking the ass, man. Oh, Jesus. Now I've got to get this fucking John Deere back. Oh, I'm going to use 150 litres of fuel an hour. Because I'm cool. Look at this. Going up a hill, 110 litres an hour. What is up with that? I'm only doing 22 miles an hour. But I'm pulling 15.6 ton in weight. So that's why. That's my answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's still a lot. It's got a big enough tank. I've got an 850 litre tank. So I'd have to be driving uphill for 8 hours to even think about running out of fuel. So it's quite good, to be fair. But it does cost me like 400 quid to fill up. So everybody doing chip joints.
What did you say?
Me, I'm alright. I'm just getting all my vehicles from the field. I need to check that we've got all the bales, to be fair. Oh no, we don't. There we go. I don't know why I'm humming the song or saying the song. It's on. Everyone else can hear it. Shut up. Bang! I'm throwing this fucking bale across the field. Right, okay. And I'm just gonna put it there. Hope they balance and tie it down. Oh fuck, I missed it. No. That's how much we have in common. There we go. They're tied down. That's tied down. Go. Oh, I need to close the gate. It's fully open. Where do these killers? Fucking. This is comparison. So in the tractor, pulling 13.6 ton, I was doing, how much was it? 110 litres. Up the same hill in a Gator, I was doing 6.8 litres. Sorry, no, 8 litres. Right. 8 litres, but I've only got a 42 litre tank.
Yeah.
So per hour, it translates to slightly, well, it's cheaper fuel economy. Cheaper fuel economy. And on like hardcore farming sim like I'm on, that does make a difference. So using Adam Clare, how's your dog? I mean, I don't have a dog, so Adam Clare, I apologise. But I don't have a dog in farming sim, sadly. So you know how it goes. At the end of the day. But no, in hardcore farming sim, Jim, this translates to much better fuel economy.
Yeah.
Much better. Need to park this. Oh, just before the wind
Get a dog.
in farming sim. There's one in the trailer for this game. There's one in the trailer for this game. So I don't know why there isn't a dog in this game. I need a Wii So I'm gonna go for a wee, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna deafen so nobody can hear you rage at FIFA. I'll see you in a minute.
That's how much we have in common. Up on this mic when we're on it. That's how much we have in common. That's how much we have in common. That's how much we have in common. We are not alike. There's not alike. I mean, let's go. They're not real. I don't know why chick mention my name, but devil man's trying to get attention again. Told you before, this year is the year of the real fake niggas get left in the rain. Think cause I'm up there sitting on the plane that I can't really hear what the people are saying. But I can hear everything loud and clear, and they're telling me to tell you to stay in your lane. Lord of the mic, fam, I could have clashed any man, but I said fam, let me clash devil man. Cause if man taking the 0121 style Birmingham are gone clear like Evian. But since then man, I can't hear ya. Real rummy niggas said they won't go near ya, and you would get a boom my long from Denjon Vincent if you do a show in your area. And when you talk about 012, I know some serious people in some serious places. I saw your setting, it's basic. You try fake it. Did a YouTube video, none of your guys in the back ever showed their faces. Cause they know devil man did stitch on some serious Tiptronic, no shitty bitch want it. No stool, lot of leaders in the bonnet. How you want it, like a lot of land in wallet. No stool, how you get it like we plot it. Tiptronic, no shitty bitch want it. No stool, lot of leaders in the bonnet. How you want it, like a lot of land in wallet. No stool, how you get it like we plot it. Hey, bars tighter than Bugsy's top, so tight and make a bungee stop. So they pull me over in the white meeting and they wonder how I got the chunky watch. Ask me how I got the chunky chain. Ask me how I got the funky drop. And I tell them do your thing, I do mine. Stay in your lane, you ain't touching what. Now they ain't earning. Still I got Zeus dead to burn and blow. I got Zeus dead to build and burn. Build the birds trying to kill my chill. Real cold the way I killed that beat. They killed overclock and rebuilt. Alleyway with the alleyway. Plus the camera can't see the blood get spilled. I put the pause on a nigga, didn't drill with a nigga. Was he winning with winner? Put him in the boot with a bimmer. Chuck him in the river. If he endeavored to come hither, could've never got him up, never gone clear. They would've, should've, could've, they didn't. Don't hear ain't you singing and rhyming to buy gear while I'm putting my time into ideas and bossy crew. Tiptronic, no shit, your bitch want it. No stool, lot of liters in the bonnet. How you want it, like a lot of land in wallet. No stool, had to get it like we plot it. Tiptronic, no shit, your bitch want it. No stool, lot of liters in the bonnet. How you want it, like a lot of land in wallet. No stool, had to get it like we plot it. Man like P, you know how many years I've been making hits. 1 foot through the door, 1 foot sticking out, man's hoping a pagan slips. I swear to God I couldn't fake this shit. I ain't never had a 9 to 5 of a wait.
Hello. Yeah, Adam Clare. Sorry, I don't know if I know you in real life, so I'm passing on the question unless you can like confirm, basically, that you know me. Oh. J Dilla the Skrilla.
You scared me, my man.
Oh, sorry, darling.
You made me jump.
Sorry, darling. Made you jump. Made you scared. Made you lose your underwear. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, I think so.
I need to get in here, Control S, get rid of that, and I'm just gonna pick this up and move it. Get out, skid steer. Get rid of this. How was the shit? I mean, I didn't go for a shit. I went for a wee, and I went for a wee and I got more beer. So, you know, end of the day. Logie Skrilla. It's me. I like it when you call me Logie Skrilla. Oh shit, change screen. I thought I pressed it. Alright. I've got these fucking bales. They're not looking too healthy, to be fair. It's much harder to farm. It's much slower farming bales in the rain, to be fair, much slower. By now, I would have had a field and 7. I could have had 8 ton of bales done by now in an hour and a half. So, you know, it's not gone too well so far. But, end of the day, when all's said and done, 3 bales from a crappy little field with a shitty wind-rowing bot. Yeah, that's alright. We'll tie these down and we'll go and pull this round 2. What needs doing next? I don't know what field needs doing. 25 needs windrowing. It's literally at the end of this field, at the end of this road. I'm going to drive down there. Lee, is Jamie? Sorry, is yeah. I'll now I've said it. I'm not going to say who I'm talking about. You'll know who I'm talking about. Is Jamie moving house today? I mean, I'm not saying their online persona. I'm just translating. He's moving house today, isn't he? I'm gonna go through the field, through here. Yeah, man. Let's get this window out. Yes, he's moving at the moment. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw it on his Snapchat. He's currently. Oh shit! How is this grass grown back already? I mowed it like 2 hours. No, actually, no. I mowed it about 2 o'clock today, so it's yeah. I don't really want to watch. That Monday, I think. Okay. Let me finish this one. I don't know what to do because I can't exactly windrow this field. I mean the grass that I mowed is there, but now there's new grass. So, but it's not big enough to park up this fucking windrower in. I'm gonna park this in 26 and then bring back the mower, mow it, and then windrow it and then bale it. It's only a tiny field as well. I'm gonna get like 1.5 bales. Pretty fucking pointless, if I'm honest. And I got no mirrors. Can't see anything. I'm reversing. I don't know where I'm going when I'm reversing. Mirrors are so important. I like having a mirror to look at. I don't know what.
They are rather handy.
You what, sorry?
They are rather handy.
They're especially handy when you've got 10.5 meters of mowers on the back and you need to know when they folded up without listening to when they folded up, and when you're using a control panel, because I don't want to have to constantly lift my hand and put it onto the mouse. I want to be able to just let the mirrors do the talking while I can focus on the driving and focus on the job. That's not me sexing your girl now, lipsing your girl now. Let's hire a worker and see how they do. Here we go. Look at that. That's 10.5 meters of pure power, mowing power. That the width of the I don't think anyone understands. Just because I've got big tractors, this is a big tractor. It is a big tractor. It's the biggest tractor in the game. It's huge. This Mar is out here. I need to like a John Deere Gator is the size of like a small car. Right. There's a Gator which stood next to a Gator, yeah. And there's a windrower next to a Gator. And the windrowers are fucking huge. Look at the size of this tractor. Like if I was a small car, it would just go there. It's a big tractor. It's a big Mar. talk shit and do smile and flush. I'm looking for a girl with the X Factor, but I don't judge like Simon does. Oh, we got to move this to the middle of the field. And I'm going to get the baler out there. Here we go. It's a big tractor. Get with it. Do you got? Oh, by the way, is this camera okay? This little camera down here. Put it all in the binkers. True. Dressing like a mess now. No, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me. Down to wear Gucci, I put it all in the binkers. True. I used to look like you, but dressing like a mess now. That's not me. Wham, wham,
Not you.
wham, 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 wham. Serious. No, it's not me, Jim. It's not me. Don't know who you're talking about, but it's not me. Yeah. Oh, what a tune. Sit the fuck up. Look at this, Jim. It's put me back on one mirror. I've got that one tiny mirror in the top right fucking corner.
Chaotic, really.
I can't. I've got less than an inch of viewing space, and I can't actually see anything through that. I mean, especially if I got an attachment. All I can see in that mirror, right, is all I can see, I'll show you on stream, is this little knob down here, the shoulder space between here, and the back wheel arch. Look, I can't actually see anything in the mirror up there. I can just, all the rest of the mirrors are blurred, and I've tried to turn them on. I even closed the game and turned it back on. It wouldn't fucking work. What's the fucking point of that mirror? You can't adjust it either. It's fucking ass. What a bunch of tits. You stuck there, John Deere. Oh yeah, there's a tree for size. There's like a big tree. That's a big mow. That's a big mow. It cost me $500,000 to get that tractor as well. Why is he mowing this field? Since when did I ask him to mow this field? I've got the windrow parked in here. And now he's completed his task. What's he doing? He's done. James, have you seen this? He did one stretch of this field. No, that's it. I'm done. I've completed my task. Mate, if you're gonna... Is this... Mate, I don't know. Have you got fucking Flynn on the job or something? He's done... Honestly, he's done some of this field. He's done like the majority of it. It's good enough. I couldn't get the baler or the windrow around there, so it's fine. And then he's gone and pulled through the hedge, turned off the mower, lifted it, lowered the mower here, done one stretch and fucked off. How does that happen? How does that happen? What a fucking idiot. It won't let me hire a worker. Here we go. Here we go. If I start windrowing on the other field. Oh, there it was. The dirty gator. There we go. Ring ring calling answering. A 15 call it shanty. A zing zing like the Grand Prix. A 15 call it Santi, yeah. And them G's that you fancy. I know just what you came to do. Do you want to live life Jumanji? Fuck's sake. Now I've got to fucking bail this shit. On the scuffed as fuck. Okay, who's completed their task? This guy! Apparently this guy has completed their task. I'm sorry, you've done, what, 25 metres of windrowing in 250 metre squared field. You're shit out of luck if you want a job, mate. I can say that with chest. 'Cause you're fucking ass. I mean, I'm just gonna sit in the cab with the worker. How is that finishing a fucking task? I'm actually bewildered. That is what the game thinks is a finished fucking windrowed field. It's not hard. Now I'm gonna have to fucking line this all up. Right, let me get the cruise control down. I'm gonna get it on 10 mile an hour. Jimmy, you seeing this? I'm getting absolutely skenged by the workers. I pay them to work. Like, I have to pay them out of my own money in-game to fucking work. Seems to me like they're doing jack diddly fuck all. Honestly. The shit I do to be a farmer. The shit I have to do to be a farmer. Right now I have to lower the windrower and I need to activate these tools. 20. Bang to lower the windrower. How do I turn on the windrower? Oh shit, no, that does it. That does it. I just have to activate the cruise control. It does the job. Gee, I don't want to talk about beef no more. No, it's sucking on my toes. I could do it on my Jack Jones. This is my old playlist. This is my 2018 playlist. It's just full of 2018 summer bangers. Going out, skanging. Oh, you can't go wrong with a bit of J-Hus. Did you see what? Hang on, I need to crack open another beer, so we're stopping midway through. Did you see what I done? Lee, did you see all of that? Did you see all of that fucking monstrosity? Absolute jokers. Charging me for work. Alright, hang on, this bloke says he's completed his task. I can kind of see him finishing mowing this field in that time. That's fine. We'll go and have a look in a minute. See, I was cooking some fries. You were cooking, mate. The black van's turned white and he can't believe it. I was cooking. Were you cooking? Oh, I'm gonna get stuck in this tree. I got stuck in this tree. Who's saying penis? I'm gonna have to get out of the fucking thing. This is where super strength comes in handy, because you can just fucking drag it out. If I was in anything else, it would have been a problem. I would have had to go back to the farm, walk up to the farm, pick up the okay, they have mowed this field. Pick up the skid steer and then drive it down 11 mile an hour down to the fucking field, and then lift precautiously the gator out of the fucking tree with the wind. It would have been awkward as well, so I'm glad that I got super strength for that. And I've started windrowing this field and left the fucking big tractor in it, so that's going to be a problem. Jim!
Hello.
Get farming sim. Oh my god. Play farming simulator with me. Dave goes to bed really early now, Jim, so I don't have anyone to play it with. Fucking Dave going to bed early. And not having any money to come to curry night. What a dick. No. Dave's sound. Although, I did fix that fucking TV with him the other day, and I haven't seen any money going to my account yet. Not like he made money off of it, to be fair, but he has profited by getting the TV.
Not seeing any pay.
I would like to have... Hang on, what would be good payment to fixing a teller with no prior qualifications to doing so? Who best missed me with it?
Pure chaos.
Mate, I'm going to send an invoice to Dave. Have you heard that story, Jim, about the invoice that the bloke sent? Hang on, let me try and remember what it was. It's like a big machine, right? Massive. Imagine a massive machine. Like, look at Super Strength Mod. Can't even pick up this tractor. Imagine a massive machine going wrong, right? Huge machine. It's 3 rooms big. Yeah. And you don't know what to do. You just work on the machine. You don't know how it works internally. Right? And a bloke comes out, tries to fix it. And this is a true story, but it's not. I'm just translating it into what I can remember of the story. So, bloke comes out to try and fix the machine. And basically, he can't do it. He spends 2 days looking at the machine. He goes, look, I don't know what's wrong with it. Another bird comes out. She comes and has a go. And she has no fucking clue what to do with this machine. She sat there 3 days having an Luke. Gets nowhere further than the last guy. A third guy comes out, lukes at machine. He's 90 years old. He lukes at machine and he goes and hits one bit of it with a hammer. Bang! Takes him 10 minutes. He walks in there, does it, walks out. 2 weeks later, the company who own the big machine gets sent an invoice for 10 grand. And it says $1 labour costs. $9,999 knowing where to hit the hammer. Yeah? Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, you, for knowing what to do, it's like in the industry that I'm going into, film and TV, anyone can pick up a camera and fucking shoot a video. It's knowing what to do with the video and how to make it look good is where you get paid. And that's why there's so much money in it. I think this fucking mower's still unfolded. It is. It's still... My 10.5 metres wouldn't let me get up this hill. But yeah. And I'm going to send an invoice to Dave saying for 10 grand. And it's going to say $1 labour costs. £1 labour costs. £999,000. Knowing where to fucking hit the hammer. Should I do that, Jim?
That's a good one. That's a good story.
It's a good story, isn't it? I can't remember who told me that. I think it was... No, it wasn't Jerry. It was someone at the pub. Definitely. And it's a true story. It's I just said it in my own way. I said the same moral of the story, just with a different story. Hang on, who told me? Who's the sort of person to say that story? I mean, it sounds like a Colin story, but it's not. In fact, fuck, I think it was Colin. It sounds like a Colin story, but I've just said it in more exaggerated terms, to be fair. But that is what happened. He sent a big invoice. He's put like nothing for the labour cost, loads for knowing where to hit the hammer.
It's an important trait to have, knowing where to hit the hammer.
Well, it's knowing where to. It's not just knowing how to hit. It's knowing where to hit the hammer on the big
Where?
machine. It's having the knowledge and learning the knowledge to do it, to know what to do, and be within inches of doing so on the big machine. It's a good moral to the story, I think. Ah, fucking hell! How is this 420 horsepower JCB fast track struggling in the mud with only 8.1 ton of weight? Fucking go, man, go! I mean, I know you're the best tractor in the world. Come on, show it, show me how good you are, Mr. JCB fast track. Sex, money, murder, these are the days, these are the times, love, love, love. Gonna get the cruise control down. Everybody pray for me. Whoa, that's weird. I had two songs that are next to each other in the album, Jim.
Yeah,
Play one after the other
sure.
on a playlist with 9 hours of songs on.
I've had that before, it's really big.
It's fucking. I think the probability is crazy of it happening.
Yeah.
It happened the other day in the pub. The other day, but I think it was Simon and Garfunkel. You weren't in. It was Simon and Garfunkel.
It's too exciting.
What am I stuck on? Oh mate, I am stuck in the mud.
This is turning into a mud
I'm-
runner. Strange.
I'm stuck in the mud. Yes, look.
Oh, get your shovel.
Mate, I'm fucking well and truly. I'm well and truly, honestly. I've never been so fucking stuck in the mud in my life.
Mate, you nearly been streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah, but I'm just chilling on farming. So I done
No, I'm just saying.
diddly squat amount of viewers, but so what? I'm enjoying just chilling here. Maybe some random farming sim lover's gonna come across and come and say hello and whatnot.
Yeah. That, the vibe, just chilling. To be fair.
I am accelerating at 10 mile an hour. Maybe I need to put the cruise control up. Use the full might. Ah, fuck it. Let's use the JCB's full might. I'm using 50 litres of fuel to sit in a circle. This is what happens when you have communal tyres and go in a fucking field. You get it stuck. What's the weather like for the rest of the week? Could I sit here?
Sit and chill.
Or could I sit here and put the fucking speeder of time? Oh fuck, I don't have a weather. I don't have a weather system. Mod. Dave had that. You could like tap a button. I mean, I can change the weather type. But I don't want to. I don't want to manually change it. That ruins the fun. I am well and truly stuck in the mud in what can only be described as a fucking beast of a tractor. Oh, there we go. We got movement. Let's turn on the baler. Come on. We're not going to do 19 miles an hour, so put that on the freaking piece of track. Come on. I don't know what this is. Oh, this one's good. Come on, fast track. Yeah, grew up on a jump estate. There we go, we're out the mud, James, we're out the mud. Picked it up, moved it. I pulled a Zach Pedley on the tractor. How's everyone doing in the chat? I'm chilling on Farming Sim. We got the real mud on in the rain. I'm trying to bale this tiny field. This is the least I'm going to get paid for this amount of labour in Farming Sim ever. I mean, I'm going to get stuck again here on this corner. I think I need to tactically steer. Stop. Stop. Unload the baler. How's everyone doing? Good to see. Anybody here, Farming Sim fan, never been here before? I'm currently quite busy. I'm not streaming very much, but my friend was shot dead with a knife. That's fucking lies.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a conundrum.
I think it's a bit of a conundrum. I've never been here before. Lee, shut the fuck up. You've got a mod badge and you got the founder's badge and you've got a 12-month sub. How is this happening? I keep getting stuck in the mud. Come on, give me some food. Who are you? Who am I? Oh, go on, fast track. Yes, brilliant work from the JCB fast track there. Just all of this ice on me. Still ain't got no chill. I was on the Billboard chart last week. Look, this week and went on there still. Niggas in the back. Oh. Texting me bullshit and I just swipe and delete it. Texting me bullshit and I just swipe and delete it. There's a bank and I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to catch no case. That's why the shooters have got no face. And they honestly, my old playlist, it fucking slaps, but it's, I don't know. I think some of it makes me giggle.
There's some dodgy tunes on it.
Mate, all of this ice on me, still ain't got no chill. I was on the Billboard chart last week. Look, this week and I'm on there still. All the geezers in the back just hating, trying to act like they keep it real. Look at you in the rich part, you're not faking, trying to catch me on Primrose Hill. Oh, I'm stuck in the mud again. Oh. Chilling in the block 2D. Shipton. Let's do it again. Oh, what a tune. This is a tune, to be fair. I couldn't giggle at this. It's just fucking absolute slapper. Just like Lee's sister. Absolute slapper. Forgetting the old WC. And check out my man. It goes by the name of my sister. That's why I said it, Lee, because I know you don't have a sister. I'm stuck in the mud. I mean, I don't know what I can do. Look at that. I'm well and truly stuck in the mud. And I'm trying to bale all this fucking grass. And there's not even that much of it. I could do, in the time it took me to do 2 of these lengths, I could have done a field. I could have done field 23, which is quite a big field. That's a big field. And I could have done the whole thing. Easily. It's because I'm in the mud and it's raining. Dirty maggots telling you boys that I'm on crack. I just don't give a fuck. Don't tell my friends my shit is whack. I just don't give a fuck. Just lift it out and drop it down and then get in and go. Come on, come on. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Turn on the baler. Get the cruise control going. I dish your magazine and still won't get a review. Honestly, real mud's a good mod. Like Jim, if I was a tractor right now, sorry, if I was a farmer right now. If I was a farmer. I keep creasing, I'm trying to say something. If I was a farmer right now, I'd be well and truly fucked because I've got 14.3 ton to move that's stuck in the mud.
You'd have to add another letter to the
You what?
hang on. Yeah,
LGBTQ T tractor. If I was a tractor right now,
There's already T, so you need another word for it.
sure. A, maybe A, LGBTQA.
No, there's already it. It's LGBT.
What's A?
Plus. Oh God, no.
No, it's LGBTQ plus, isn't it? Somebody tell us. Somebody inform us on the information.
I've seen IA before.
Oh, hang on. I did a wobble. I did a wobble. It got me out. I just don't give a fuck. Go run and tell your friends my shit is whack. I just don't give a fuck. Go on the street and duck, cause you finna get it stuck, stoned and snuck, cause I just don't give a fuck. Me outsiders. Unload the baler, and now because I don't have mirrors, I wait until it jolts like this. There you go, and then jump back in. It's LGBTQQIP2SAA. There you go, Jim. Heard it here first. Oh, mate, 2 Eminem songs in a row. 2 absolute slappers of Eminem songs, like Lee's sister. Like toy soldiers. I won't get stuck in this field as much. I've got much less terrain. Where's the tractors? Where's tractors in that, Lee? I'm not reading all of that. It's fucking long. I don't think I could read the letters on my steering wheel, let alone that. Lost it. Lost it. Here we go. Go on, can I do it? Can I do it? Yes, I can. There we go. No, we're a bit uphill now. Don't get stuck in the mud. Give it a wobble. Ooh, I'm not getting stuck now, am I? I lied. I'm mentioning Shug. That bit's bleeped out. That bit's muted due to a lawsuit in Apple Music. But on the vinyl, it's not muted. And I knew everyone knew who he was talking about anyway. And he goes, I went through my whole career without ever mentioning Shug. And Suge Knight was the guy who got like, he basically ran Death Row Records, and he tried to get, I mean, he's in prison at the moment for manslaughter. And he's been in prison like 6 or 7 times, and he ran Death Row Records and split up NWA, who were like the godfathers of rap. And he also happened to be good friends with the bloke who, or you know, happened to know the bloke who killed Tupac, who died in 2009. Yeah, he was an instigator. He was known for beating up people at the studio who didn't like the ideas of Death Row. I mean, it's all in Straight Outta Compton. But Suge Knight, what a fucking dickhead!
Yeah.
What a twat!
Chaotic.
Mate, it's proper chaotic. Like he's a terrible bloke. He's a terrible bloke. Absolute dickhead. But he was a ringleader. If you wanted to be big in the scene in LA and in Compton and in you know the West Side in Western America, you had to be with Death Row at the time. That was just like the only way you were gonna have any support.
Yeah, I get you.
Or anything like that. So it was like a really tough decision because you knew you were getting into a fucking shit show,
What about
and it
the
carried
major
on.
labels?
Pardon?
Why did the major labels want it? It was still a
Basically, the major labels split. So even like NWA was never on a major label. Not many of them were. And Death Row was under Warner, I think. It was under Warner Music. But it was very separate from it. Like it was not management by them. It wasn't managed by them, but it was sort of, you know, little things like monetarily, financially, it was managed by them. But apart from that, Suge Knight had most of the control, and the Death Row studios, or the studios they would work at, were a rough place to be. And Dr. Dre left them in 1994. He did 2 albums that flopped because he wasn't with Death Row, and all the public could see were like him leaving Death Row, and it looked like he was falling off. Then he came back in 1999 under his own label, managed by Interscope, who you may know for like now they have like Lady Gaga, fucking all of that. Interscope Records, absolute massive. 9 Inch Nails, all of that. Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre, who helped put it together. Jimmy Iovine, who produced for Tom Petty.
I remember the name.
Yeah, Jimmy Iovine. He if you look on any of like he produced for John Lennon, everything like that. I've told you the story about Jimmy Iovine, haven't I?
Yeah.
And how he was cleaning. He's Jewish, and he was cleaning in the studio one day, and he got asked to come in on like Easter Sunday to clean. And because he needed the money, he came in, and John Lennon was sat there, and his producer had just walked out the room, and he was like, "Yo, what the fuck? I need a producer." And Jimmy Iovine comes around, and he's just some like Jewish kid from New York who's not, you know, not got anything to his name. Goes and produces for John Lennon on a song, saying he can produce. He's never produced in his life. Absolutely slaps it up. Next thing you know, he's producing for. He produced fucking what's his name? Absolute anthem of a song.
Which one? There's many.
Not John Lennon.
Magic.
No, not John Lennon.
I was gonna say Magic.
He produced for the guy who went Bruce Springsteen. He
Yeah.
produced what's his biggest album?
Born in the USA.
Yeah, Born in the USA. That was it. He produced like the song Born in the USA
Yeah.
as his second ever production
Right.
job, like ever, and he'd never produced before. And he was a cleaner at the record company. That's how he got into it.
Yeah.
And then he went and founded Interscope, who then later on became the Black Eyed Peas, Lady Gaga, Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent. That's their label.
Right.
But the story is incredible. It's an incredible story. Whether you like the artists or not, you know how big they are, and you know, like they are some of the biggest, if not the biggest. I mean, Eminem's best-selling artists, you know, of all time in terms of discography and whatnot. And that story for Interscope is absolutely incredible. It's a crazy story of how it happened. And the fact that so much good music came out of it as well, like Jimmy Iovine, Tom Petty's, I think it was his second album, his third album, and
Probably
The Bird with the Lazy Eye.
get on and do it. Let
You
the
what?
people know what he probably made some decent records at least at first, because he let them
Oh yeah,
do it. 'Cause he
the
didn't-
whole idea of Interscope was because there was so much like manhandling and PC friendly stuff of music at the time. Interscope was like a jump out of that, which is why 9 Inch Nails, Eminem, and all of those big artists managed to succeed under that label, is because there was no PC or control or anything like that from
Yeah.
the record label.
left it
You
to
could
the
turn up in
artists.
an Interscope office with with a record you've produced when you've got their deal, and they wouldn't think twice about what's said on the record. They'd listen to it musically, and or from a critical standpoint, and say whether or not they want it released. It was much different, and it was a first as well. It was industry first, and they still managed loads of like really big people. I mean, like all the big people, the big names that are on that label are still on that label. Whether or not they own their own labels underneath it is, whatever. But they're still on Interscope. They're still running with Interscope's rules, or running with Interscope's style and music industry dominance it's had since 1995. Have you not watched it yet? The Defiant ones on
No.
Netflix. Mate, honestly, it is really good. It is really good. It's a crazy good story. It's probably one of the best. I'd say one of the best things I've watched ever. It's in my top 10 as best
Yeah, fuck
things I've
that.
watched in a long time, like ever. In terms of story and how it's portrayed and how it's done, because I think it's 4 episodes, 4 like long episodes, film like episodes, each covering, or maybe it's 8 episodes, and each of them cover Dr. Dre's upbringing and whatnot, and then it shows how they joined to create Interscope later on. But it goes through like interviews of their families and people on the record label and all the rest of it. It is really good. Also, where the fuck's the low loader? Did I leave it at the top? I did. What VC you in? Lee says. We're in a private VC because Zach and Becky were in the office chat when we came online after work, and I wasn't very prepared to hear Becky, not in a harsh way, just in a nicest way possible, while playing Farming Sim and streaming. They didn't know I was going to be streaming, and also I didn't want to seem rude and turn around and say, yo, I'm going to be streaming, I'm going. So I decided not to say anything at all, to protect their little hearts. No, don't get stuck, fucking 25km/h gator. Don't get stuck. You were born to do this. It has been raining for a very long time. Then at the mods. Yeah, but you can at the mods all you want. Like half of them gonna fucking speak to you. It's, at that point, to be fair, it's like if half of them fucking say hello. What's happened to the music? There we go. Translate. Half of them don't exist. Exactly that. Two pills I popped and my pupils roll up like 2 pennies. I'm Clint Eastwood in his mid-20s.
Oh man, I might dip to be fair.
Be dipping. It is 1:30 to be fair, J Dilla.
Ah man.
Stinging the fuck out of everything I come across in the halls. Yo, J Dilla, I'll see you later, mate. I'll see you tomorrow at work. Have a good one.
Yes,
Right, let's get these bales done. The grader. Creating murders that kill haters. The equator. They knew it did it for having blood on my gators. Face. Girl, you can suck my dick if you don't like my shit. It's 1:30, everybody in the UK. Chill, right? I'm still awake. I'm gonna stay here for a bit longer. To be fair, let's just go live for as long as we want. Don't have work till late tomorrow. Oh, Maisie's coming round tomorrow. Yay! Maisie's coming round tomorrow. Oh yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I understand the ones in the States because, you know, time zones, but damn F. Yeah, Maisie's coming around tomorrow. What I was going to say is, let's be honest, at the moment, seeing as I haven't been here, my Twitch audience / career has kind of fell off the rails. But it's fine, because I'm not trying to do that, and I obviously am not trying to do it. It's not like I'm sat here every day going live for 2 people. I've turned on a stream while playing a game I don't really play or have an audience to play for, and just chatted shit for 2.5 hours now with J Dilla. Why should I get worked up over that? What, you have had viewers? Yeah, but I mean, as in, what I'm talking about is, at this moment in time, I'm okay sat here with the amount of viewers I've had. I am more than happy because I have not been here. I have not been maintaining or even bothering, or not bothering, but, you know, not even trying slightly to push this platform because I know I can't maintain it. So I'm going live now and doing this, but there's nothing stopping me turning around next week and going, yeah, 12 o'clock or 12 p.m, 3 nights a week, I'm going to do for the 24-hour stream. You know, 12 o'clock, 12 p.m, every night, or, you know, Monday, Friday, Saturday nights, I go live and I play marbles, or I go live and 2 nights a week I do this, and 1 night a week I do this. I can't DJ because it's too late and it'd be too loud. I know I can't do that, but I can do things like this. I can go live and do this. We have a Prime as well at some point. We have Prime as well at some point. What? What are you on about? What are you on about? If you don't like my shit. We do have Prime. I at the moment, I don't even have time to come home and do things, and Prime is tough because of the time zones and the time difference. And they do their best over at Prime to work out when is easiest for us in our time. But if anything, having things in their time at the moment works out a bit better, or, you know, in the middle. It does, because yeah, there's the World Championships coming up soon as well, and I don't know if Prime's doing a coverage of that. I don't know how that works, whether or not we're doing a coverage of the World Championships. Because if they are, I can't, unless I know the dates, I know when I'm not working, things like that, I don't think I can cover it. Which is tough, because I'd love to be able to, but right now, where I'm at, I'm just going to save and leave Farming Sim and just sit here and chat. Right now where I'm at, it's a bit different. Lucky 7, man. Oh. How are you doing? Duck you, Lucky. Duck you. Cuck you. Honestly, you've just missed out on a mad session of Farming Simulator 19 with the control panel set up. Good to see you, Lucky. Honestly, absolutely fucking brilliant to see you. In the nicest way possible. Absolutely fucking brilliant to see you. How are you doing? Norwegian Boat's here as well. Norwegian Boat, I don't know why that's on. How you doing? The man, the myth. Honestly, I've been so busy at the moment. I'm so sorry for not being here, for not having the time to just go live like this. Sounds about right. I miss it all usually. It's the little Lucky Bobby here. Yeah, I've been very busy with work at the moment. I mean, look at this. The crowd we've got here tonight is 1/3 one time zone, 1/3 another time zone, 1/3 another time zone. Basically, I'm thinking, Lucky and Lee and Norwegian Boat, what do you feel about me doing live streams at midnight 3 times a week? Because I can do that. I just needed to look at the demographic. I don't care, I'm up. I mean, that's the thing. I'm no. You haven't accepted the nickname, or you don't. When's midnight? So midnight here is 12 a.m. I realised what I said after I fucking said it. Honestly, get a load of this guy. It depends where you are in the States. Would it be 5 hours behind? Thank you very much, Norwegian Boat. I had a live today. It's funny, but you are the GOAT. Norwegian Boat, I'd love to do some GeoGuessr stuff in this new schedule, so I'm thinking about it. I practiced tonight, going live, having a couple of beers. Oh, fucking hell. I'm having more than a couple of beers. And, sitting here and just doing it late at night. And it'd be much more chilled out. I wouldn't be able to do my DJ streams because of the time schedule I'm on. But I would be able to do chilled out marbles, farming sim, GeoGuessr, whatever streams, and maybe any other things we look for. It's about 8 for you. What time is it now? So what time? It's 1:30 now, so it's an hour and a half after midnight. And it could be earlier. I could do 11 maybe on certain days, but most days it'd be midnight. It's 2:30 here. Yeah, I was going to say, in Norway you're an hour behind us, or hour ahead of us, sorry. So you're 2:30. Chinese dentist. Hello? 2:30? It's 5:30 p.m. Are you central, Lucky? Are you central? Is that... It sounds like central translated. It's not 9 hours behind me. Surely. Pacific. He's West Coast. So, wait, so you are fucking 9 hours behind? No. Oh, somebody else do the maths. I'm not very good at maths. Yeah, doing streams at that time is perfect for me. I just didn't want to affect the demographic, but I mean, at this point, picking up a new demographic is the only way I'm going to be able to do anything. It's not like I'm going to go live now or tomorrow and just instantly get back the same viewers I haven't been tailoring to for the last 4 months. So it's better off me timing and planning streams at certain points, picking up a different audience and going with that and building off of that, instead of sitting around and contemplating what audience I want to tailor to and trying to tailor to too many people. I think tailoring to more of an American audience or more of a late night audience is better, especially for a new type. True, but you're a great guy. Norwegian boat, settle. You are being too nice, and I'm being a dickhead for loads. Start going live 4:30 a.m. 4:30 a.m. Lucky, I work 12 p.m. until 12 p.m. most days. Most days since we've reopened. And sometimes I might work like 3 p.m. until 12 a.m. So that's 9 hours or 12 hours, depending on what shift I'm doing. And that's all great. Like, I love working. I really enjoy what I do for work. But it doesn't let me do this on the side. And the reason I could do it before is because we were shut. We weren't open. I wasn't, like, I've been out of work. Not out of work. I've been supported by government funds, but it's like not full pay. It's like limited pay. And that was great. But now we're open again. I can finally say I'm financially stable. Basically, I am now in a much better place in terms of money and being able to just do things in a month. Whereas before I could just about get lunch 3 days a week, and then the other days I'd of course eat what's at home. But when I was out at college and shit like that, it was different. Yeah, your finances look like Bitcoin price because you don't have a job, Lee. And I was out of a job, but I was furloughed. But it didn't cover everything. It covered just enough. Invest in AMC.
They roll deep, I roll squaddy. Got about 25 goons in my posse. They drink Baileys, I drink Bossy. I get murky, they get worried. If you got a GAT, bring it out. Most of the real bad boys of the south. If you wanna do
He does.
I'm not a gangster, I'm just about what you see.
Lee's got a job.
Get one of you man try get loud. All of my man them move so foul.
Lee's got a job.
Nowadays all of my shows sold out.
Got some more TSLA at 570. What's all these crazy terms everyone's coming out with? I'm just going to change the stream title. Chatting Hat Lol. Whip that I bought from a March. And we're going to change it to just chatting. SMC said leave me alone. Update, there we go. MC stock went up 200% this week. AMC, that's like America channel, isn't it? Or is it a cryptocurrency, or is it like the stocks of the TV channel? Duh, all of you MCs sound so bitter. The Walking Dead's on it. Yeah, American movie theatres. Right, okay. I was right saying channel then. I was right. Because, yeah. AMC went up 200%. What have they done? Brought out a streaming service or something? Or have they like sold off? Have they sold off a lot of things? No, not a channel, actual theatres. They went up by 200%. Have they been plastic like GameStop were a couple of months back? Have they been artificially inflated to sell off? Surely, because the theatres aren't doing very well. Gonna get more like GameStop did. Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a very similar situation where Wall Street Bets. Wall Street Bets. I'm on the thread. I haven't been on it though. Same situation. Right. Okay. I very much need a wee, so I'm going to be back in a minute. I'm going to leave it on this screen, but I'll be back.
Bumps and bruises, I live, I learn. I'm from that city full of yellow cabs and skyscrapers. It's hard to get a start in these parts without paper. Homie, I grew up in hell, a block away from heaven. Back on the 15 minutes and move a 7. Pure snow, bang it, then watch it go. Occupational.
I'm disconnecting the calling. I will be back over a week.
Learn the rap or the jack. Fuck it, man. In the meantime, go ahead and pump a pack. This my Regal Royal flow. My James Bond bounce. That 007, that 62 on my count. I'm an undercover liar. I lie under the covers. Look a bitch in the eyes and tell her, baby, I love it. You're my inspiration. You're my motivation. You're the reason that I'm moving with no hesitation.
This is a big rich town. Yeah, I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Yeah, I just happen to come up hard. Illegal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it.
I gotta hustle through the hustle and bustle. I make a move, maneuver around the rats and wolves. I'm from the school. A hard knock, shots pop, bodies drop, graveyard, pick a plot, cause niggas want your spots. I'm trying to stack shit, then I go legit. Hollow tips, stuff them in the clip, case niggas trip. My cocaine endeavors give me corporate ties. I'm supposed to lose, watch me win against the odds. All I got is my word balls and my instinct. I'm trying to make it, we already made it, my friends think. We already on top, I got a bigger plan. No more controlled substances or hand to hand. White collar visions, game changing mission. Big risks, big wins, equal bigger living. Perfect position, watch me transition. From caterpillar to butterfly in the sky.
Rich town. Yeah, I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Yeah, I just happen to come up hard. Illegal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it.
Hello? Yeah, talking of stocks. Talking of stock. Also, just quickly, I fucking love this camera angle. It's sick. This camera angle's wicked. You got the chat blocking up the shitty, messy room. You got the background on the chat, which I didn't normally like. But somehow this works. I'm not getting in the coolie. I'm chilling. It's been a very long day. It was very busy. It's a Friday night on a bank holiday weekend. It was very busy at work. I've played my farming sim. Jay Dilla was very quiet. Chill with me with some beers. I'm on my 12. You can be on your 12 all you want. I'm chilling. Type Curse, type. It's on the just chatting. I'm just chatting. I'm just chatting. 10 here. I'm done. GG's, boys. He means to listen to him slur. I mean, you can slur. Bowl selector, hide the ting. It depends how big they are, though. Lucky, like he can say he's had 12, but he could have had 12 stubbies. He could have had 12 stubby beers, or he could have had 12 of what I've got, which is a bit more substantial. I've had a few of these tonight. I mean, there's. Hang on. Oh look, it's Mummy and Daddy. It's Mummy and Daddy. I've got an American sized beer. A real American beer. From Spain. Or Italy. I think it's Italy. Yeah, it's Italy. It's Moretti. I'm a fucking idiot. 12 330 mil San Miguel. So you've had 12 of these. I've had. I don't even know what this conversation's on, but yeah. Lee, you need to settle, boy. I mean, I can't have too many because I got work tomorrow, but I don't know. I've got my very old playlist on. I've got a playlist that's 3 years old, 4 years old. It's my summer 2018 playlist, It's all right. Scratch that. Lucky, stop. Lucky redeem one, and Norwegian Boat redeem one, and they're all off. I'm not DJing, and I'm not DJing. I need to manage rewards and disable some of them. I rejected them. Thank you. Lee's refunded the rewards that you've redeemed, ladies and gentlemen. And gentlemen. How do you say that? If you say like ladies and gentlemen, and then there's someone who doesn't have a pro or uses they, them as a pronoun, do you say ladies, gentlemen, and people? I'm actually interested. That's a good one. Hide the ting. I'm just getting rid of like a shit ton. There we go. They're done. Super. They're all poor, so I don't know why they're working. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, Twitch works. Twitch works. Everyone knows that Twitch works. Come on, get with the program. Do you eat ass on the daily? Homie dog, gotta eat. Oh, what a tune. I'm serious. Until they entered the sea. How are we all doing? How's everyone doing in the chat room? I mean, there's loads of bots here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 bots. I would have 16 viewers if the bots were counted as views. I don't know why they're here. I think it was because I was in the farming sim category, and obviously that's must be riddled with bot users. Oh shit, I forgot I'm in a meeting with a girl tomorrow. Well, you're meeting with a girl tomorrow. Bruh. Yes. Okay. Why are you stressing? It shouldn't be something you stress about. Oh shit, Lucky, why have you done that? Lucky, no. Lucky, thank you very much for the resub. 3 months. Honestly, Lucky, why have you done that? I am the most inconsistent person at the moment. I don't want you sat there. I don't want anyone subscribing. And you've gone and subscribed because it's silly. Thank you very much. Honestly, I'm terrible at the moment. I am terrible. Prime is free, bruh. I know, but you've used your Prime sub. Like, why are you using your Prime sub for? Use it on someone who streams on, you know, a consistent basis. Thank you very much. That's actually wicked. Like, I'm terrible at the moment. And I can't promise whether I'll be live tomorrow or next month. It's come to that. Don't tell me what to do. Okay. Yeah. That is wicked. Lee says I'm stressing because I've drank all my booze. Mate, you can drink booze. When you run out of booze, you go to sleep. It's the idea. That's how life works. And once you run out, you're slacking on the meme game. Prime is free, bruh. I'm slacking on the meme game. Me, I am slacking on every game at the moment, Lucky. There isn't one game I'm not slacking on. Did you see me in Farming Sim half an hour ago? Oh, mate, I produced this song. Listen to this. I produced this. This is my beat. This is my fucking microphones, my setup. Here we go.
So, man might want to be an MC, but no one really care about me. If you hear my mention,
and I wrote like with, well, I wrote the song with the artist. This is like 2018.
Been doing this for too many moons, but I know to take it slow when I make bad tunes. None of my lyrics ever seem too sick, so don't tell me to speed up, prick. Yeah, I work slow, but I'm not that thick, and I'm not trying to show off a magic trick. I switch up my flow too much, and I sound like a car with a broken clutch. People that might me must have a hunch, my fans will expand like a sponge. I grew up as a nerd, but when I get mad, you'll need a safe word to get away. You'll need Santa's sleigh, yeah, far away. Only got a few as get bit by a spider, get superpower.
Never released. This never released.
One of hell's worst flowers. Let me just explain to you the simple fact that I'm missing a screw. And it's not even to do with the things that I've been through, and it's not even to do with the things that I threw away. Like an animal missing its prey. Now my mind's beginning to stray, because I'm at a thought buffet. And all
of it's gourmet. Mate, I haven't heard this in so long. Oh my days. The next verse is mental. It is mental. Cheese sandwich.
My beats are produced on MP3 to Portal 4 WAV. You never excelled in this world, Mercy. You know that won't stop my flow and me. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I feel like ET or an alien. My mind feels somehow alienated, like text off of being badly translated. The issue is, I've already demonstrated how I can leave everyone and me devastated. Leave the house looking like it was detonated, but all of that was not calculated. I get mad and break stuff when irritated. Also happens when I get aggravated. And over the years it's all elevated, which my mind could at least get renovated. The damage I cause is accumulated. I just hope
Mate.
I've graduated. Whoever fixes me should
Put this in perspective. I was 15 when I produced this.
no idea where it originated, 'cause I know
I was
it's what I'm not
15.
educated. None of what I'm saying is exaggerated though. Half of it sounds
Oh
fabricated.
man,
God's sake, it could be me.
I don't know how it.
And people would laugh at him to
I really, I was so ashamed. I basically, I produced, wrote, and recorded 2 songs off of this EP. One of the songs, there were 4 songs planned. One of the songs was written and produced but never recorded, and the other song was written, never had a beat, never recorded, and it never came out. It never came out. This song is nowhere to be found. I am the only one who still has an MP3 of this song.
just eradicate.
I don't even have the WAV. I don't even have the FLAC. This is all I've
The
got.
old me can be differentiated from the new me and not humiliated.
That's me. One take.
Why didn't you say it, fam?
Why didn't you say it, fam? That's me, like 3 years ago. Hang on.
One take! Why didn't you say it, fam?
Why didn't you say it, fam? Mate, it slaps. It slaps.
Come in.
Ah, I'm so ashamed in that. I can't believe. Hang on, I gotta get this fucking mic arm back in. It's a bit stuck. There we go. Sorry about the noise that creates through the mic. I know how loud it is. Yeah. Does it? It's like. Who remembers this? Earthquake. Another song I haven't heard in ages.
I know you gonna dig this.
Yeah. Hopefully, sooner or later, I can fix the Twitch schedule. Hopefully. But even then, like, the priority isn't fixing my Twitch schedule, it's fixing my schedule of watching and mixing with all the friends and the other members of the community that I've sort of not been able to catch up with or be on streams with in the past few months. Like, it's just something that has to be done, and I just can't do it at the moment. I don't, like, the timings just don't sit with current times that I'm at work, if you get what I mean. And also, I'm going to sit up in my chair, because otherwise my back's going to hurt tomorrow. My back. Big up the backy, man. notes, because we'll be fucking it up somebody's head. This old playlist does slap a little bit. It does. There's a few on here that do really kick. Let's skip. Let's go to another one. Ooh, Rizzle Kicks. What a tune. Yeah. Anybody from the States, Rizzle Kicks was fucking huge over here. They were like the coolest thing in like 2008 until like 2014. They were the coolest. Hang on, when did this come out? Yeah, they were the coolest thing from like 2008 till 2014. Then they split up and nobody heard from them. They just fell. And when you say fall off, you say fall off, right? They literally just disappeared. They disappeared from everything ever. Nobody, like, their solo stuff is done. You'd think it'd do all right numbers or, you know, substantial numbers. It's literally like a new artist coming from nowhere. Like, they didn't promote it as Rizzle Kicks splitting up. I never knew they split up, and they didn't announce that they had split up. They just went off and did solo stuff, and nobody knows it now. Like, I don't know any of their solo stuff. It's not, from what I've heard, it's not as good. It's such a shame. It's such a fucking absolute slapping talent and absolute crazy, like, fun. It's good fun music. It's just good fun. It's not trying to be anything special. It's not trying to do anything new. It's just advancing and portraying an embodiment of people in tracks that are cool. So, big up Rizzle Kicks, and such a shame that Rizzle Kicks had to split up without telling anyone and then fuck off and do their own thing without telling anyone. Such a shame. If they'd stayed together, they would have had another, like, every album they had, straight to number 1, UK charts, straight to number 1. Everyone was listening to it for the rest of the summer.
Yeah, we got a real vibe. We don't know what we're doing, but it feels right. Yeah, listen up, yo. Feeling alive is a good way to kill time. Check.
I remember seeing them at Glastonbury. Maybe not at Glastonbury, but I was watching it on the telly, and they did Mama Do the Hump, and they were wearing like fucking wellies. They were wearing Wellington boots for the Americans. They were wearing like wellies and like pink trousers and black t-shirts, and absolutely gam for it. And that wasn't long ago. That was like 5 years ago. So they were still split up then. They just did that together. They weren't even on main stage. They were like to the side. It's crazy. It's crazy how they like fell off so quick. Oh, this is the best bit. Rizzle Kicks.
Rizzle Kicks, yeah. Roaring 20s, done now. You can find them in all major retailers, yeah? iTunes, HMV, possibly. Still not sure about that. Alternatively, you can find them on Facebook, Armbook, Shoulder Book, MySpace, Your Space, Our Space. We're all friends, yeah? Instagram, Twittergram, Cinemagram, all the grams. Bebo, share the love, old school. Find them on the internet, see them on your telly, hear them on the radio, buy merchandise. Look at pictures. They might come on in the club. If you're looking for a girl at the club, use the opportunity to
dance with said girl.
Work on your drive. I ain't gonna say it again, so miss me.
Mate, what an outro to a song. What an outro to a last number 1 as well. Buy merchandise. Get ready. Honestly, how's everyone doing? I am reasonably intoxicated. I am reasonably intoxicated, and I am just sat here chilling. Anybody who wants to join me in said enjoyment, please, by all means do. Let me know what you've been doing, how you've been doing it, whatever's going on. So let me know, have you got a new job? What's been going on at work? What's been going on in personal life? You know, I mean, there's so much going on. In the UK at the moment, we've got... Basically, we're coming out of COVID quite quickly. Like, it seemed like a long time looking back at the... What's it called? We called it a time... What was it? Fuck. Fuck, there were 4 phases of coming out of the lockdowns. Right. First phase hit, we were only outside, we were open, so the big things in the UK are pubs and shops. Pubs and shops were the biggest things that had been shut for months. But pubs, like the pub I work at, had been shut since November up until... And even then, like we were slower than usual because a lot of the crowd was a bit older, and they were more aware of the virus and definitely more vulnerable to it, so they didn't come in. So we weren't as busy as before. Now we've got a vaccine. They're all turning up, and they're bringing their families and whatnot, and basically we were open outdoors for a month before we were allowed to open indoors. So we were told, and we knew this back in late February, early February. We knew what the roadmap was. That was it. So stage 1 of the roadmap was opening shops indoors, pubs outdoors, because that's like a big part of British culture is the pub. So that's a massive thing to have them open again. And then we opened indoors a month later, and we're 2 weeks into that now. We're 2 weeks into that, and it is brilliant. It's great to be open again indoors and have people serving, and it's almost like normal again. Bar wearing a mask for up to 12 hours, 13 hours a day. You know, apart from that, it's all right. And it's not much different, but the other things is that the shops are open. The amount of people you can meet with legally is 6 people indoors, 30 people outside. It's like absolutely insane that we've come to the point, and everyone, and you know, like we've still got the media and the newspapers and all of these different news outlets coming out with anti-lockdown or anti-positive stories. Like at the moment we've got like an India variant, so everyone saw a month and a half ago or a month ago how bad India was doing with their COVID because they don't have the infrastructure to maintain a virus. They don't have it. So when people heard, oh, they're running out of oxygen and we're sending oxygen over, oh shit, okay. You know, everyone was like, oh shit, that's quite bad over there. Then as soon as India variant comes over here, that is not only the vaccine is resistant to it, and the fact that we have the infrastructure to maintain it is great. And the news outlets are still going out there, India variant cases double in a week, and it's like, right, they double in a week. One person could read that and go, fucking hell, they've doubled in a week, we've got to be safe about this, can't believe we're coming out of lockdown. Another person like me could go, well, hold on, how many cases were there in the first place? Because if there were 300 cases in 1 week and 600 in the next week, I couldn't give a flying fuck. Because 1, we have the infrastructure, 2, we have a much better vaccine rollout than anyone else in the world, and 3, they're fucking, like, we can control it. It's 600 people in a country with 65 million. 600 people. But of course the news have to sit there, they have to go, yo, this is the baddest thing ever, and they have to milk every little story dry. You know, you can hear that, and then you've got 5 other articles explaining one little piece of everything. And you're getting opinions, you're not getting facts. You're getting opinions, not facts. You're getting headlines, not facts. It's terrible. And it's been happening for 5-6 years. 5-6 years this has been happening, and only now have I realised how bad it really is, because the only place I get my news or my updates on COVID or whatever is the UK Gov website. I go on there, and I every now and then, I'm not that big on it, but I go on there every now and then, and I look at the cases and I go, what the fuck? Or I go, you know, cool, we're doing absolutely amazing. Like the other week, yesterday, I went on the website, looked at the map of the UK and the locations where cases are, and they've actually changed the boundary. Right, they've changed the boundaries of cases, so 800 plus cases is the physical worst case area ever, and it's like dark purple. Before, it was like 3, 4, 5,000 as like green or blue in like a colour map, and they've changed it to 800, which means that if you look at the map as a whole, it's like green, yellow, and little bits of red. But there's actually only in a space with almost 1 million people, there might only be 50, 60 cases. Why are we still in lockdown? Why are we still even thinking about a lockdown? That is less than the amount of people who have a common cold, let alone fucking COVID, that we have 35 million vaccinated as a second dose, fully vaccinated. We have 35 million, we have 50 million almost first dose vaccinated, right? All the vulnerable people are vaccinated. Anyone who's going to get COVID is just going to be ill. They're going to be ill. That's going to happen. Everyone gets ill every now and then. Why are we still being fucking manhandled and controlled over what we can do, where we can do it, how many people we can do it with, and ruining businesses? Why is that still happening? And of course, I've got no control over that. I can just sit here and look at the facts and go, right, well, brilliant, great. I mean, even if we were doing well, if the news and the newspapers and enough people have looked at the wrong information and gone, oh shit, this is bad, like they have recently with the India variant, and gone, well, this India variant's spinning out of control. Well, it's not, is it? It's not spinning out of control. It's perfectly controlled. If anything, it's controlled better than any other case has ever been done, because we're now vaccinated. The only cases that are getting the Indian variant are people who aren't vaccinated, or people who are vaccinated and keeping them at home. Who says they're passing it on? They're obviously not passing it on as quick as they were before, because last time we had a second variant, they spun out of control because we didn't have a vaccination, and we didn't know what the second variant was until months after it had actually occurred. So why are we having different stories, and people, and the news are trying to replicate and reproduce the same stories and reproduce the same level of fear and intoxicate the society, the general public, with fear of certain things, when we shouldn't be? We should be absolutely okay with a virus going around. We should be okay with that. We've been okay with that for 100 plus years. Like, why are we still getting fucked over because of a little virus going around that we're all protected from? I understand that the virus will mutate and change and become resistant to the vaccine, but then by then we have now learned how the virus changes and how it moves, and we can protect against that. That's how viruses work. That's how science works. That's how medical fucking science works, is that they watch and see how a virus can change and mutate within 2 years, and adapt to that and change the fucking the vaccines for that. That's why for the last, 70 years, every year, everybody has had the option of having a free vaccine on the suspected flu of that year. Everybody has. Everybody has had the option to go for that. Everyone has had the ability to go and protect themselves against a virus. Yet, I haven't done that. I mean, I'm not anti-vaccine, I'm not anything like that. I just haven't gone every year and gone and vaccinated myself for what scientists think that vaccine or that flu might go to that year. All of a sudden, I understand at first that COVID was serious and it was taking a toll because it's a pandemic. It's something that they didn't predict for, or they didn't plan for. We didn't have infrastructure to protect against it. Not many countries did have pandemic level protection, but we still got through that, and we've gone and we've sat through a year of damaging businesses, damaging society, damaging like public values, like being able to say hello to someone or shake someone's hand, which is very normal, is now a task. It's now something you have to think about and contemplate whether you can do it or not, when you know for a fact that they're sat there. And if I'm sat in a room with 100 people, it is it's 0.3 chance that one of them may have had COVID or may have COVID. Yet, and then that halves, if not like 3/4, is shaved off of that, because then you've got to think about if they think they have it, they've reported the symptoms, and they've locked themselves down. They've not fucking gone out to the pub. How is that a thing? How are we so brainwashed over the past year to conform to this block-like society, this perfectly straight, everybody does the same thing and continues to do the same thing and follow the same thing and watch the shitty news and get fed this bullshit information, which isn't true. You know, it isn't true. Man, I've gone on a rant, and I've gone on a rant because it pisses me off. Pisses me off. Sicko Mode or Mobamba? Yeah. Astro. Take heed. Put my band up. Did anybody even, like, there's nobody here listening to what I just said. I mean, I'm just venting. I vented to an audience who's not here. I vented to an audience who's not here. Yash.
767, man, this shit got double bedroom, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I crept down the block, made a right, yeah. Cut the lights, yeah. Pay the price, yeah. Niggas think it's sweet, no. It's on sight, yeah. Nothing nice, yeah. Baggage in my ice, Jesus Christ, yeah. Checks over stripes, yeah. That's what I like, yeah. That's what we like.
All right, let's go. Let's see who's giggity guan.
Wet like on Lizzie. I be spinning valley circle blocks till I'm busy. Like where is he? No one seen her. I'm trying to clean her. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands.
Okay, so who I thought may have been here is no longer here. Maybe that's just a one-time thing. Jesse working on her glutes. Yeah, man. Right, sound. I am going to head off, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching me shit talk for 3 hours, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I will see you later. I will be here soon, hopefully. But until then, Thank you very much.